this in the next session, sadly.
Oh, okay.
He is not able to join, which is sad, given that he was very much welcoming to postpone for 1 week. But yeah, postponing for 2 more, it's kind of like a campaign suicide at this point. Like nobody would ever remember anything. So, all right, I see everybody's online.
Did Madeline at least tell you the cool thing that they were going to do?
I believe she did it last time, but I gotta stop her from doing it because it was not that it wasn't gonna be rewarded, but it wouldn't have any use right away. So I hold her off. I know when she wants to go for it, and I'm gonna use it appropriate. Except if she like goes down on the ground and starts gathering exhaustion levels. Oh wait, that's Talib's thing. Not Madeline.
Shut up.
They're like Pokemon cards. What can I say?
I like at them all.
He's only 2 out of 6. He still has way more in front of him to go and gather them. Valen, are you with us as well? Are you ready to go?
Indeed, yes.
Okay, so let me put some music. And no, you know what? I'm not gonna put music. I'm gonna let you guys do it for you. Have way better taste than me in battle music, and we will be joining in the battle quite soonly. As just bringing up everyone to speed. Only what happened to the very last session we had. You came back to Cinderfall. You met with Artosis, not Artosis, Nilovar. Nilovar told you that the grounds of the garden have been working under the name of the Wonver family, and Nathan Wonver, the prodigal son of this long-lasting family, has just returned after partaking some magic studies in the capital. He has returned and he asked if you can find anything that you can use to uncover what is the cult's next goal. What are they exploring? What are they targeting? What are their goals or anything of the like? You went onto the Wonder Estate where you met Nathan's father, who gave you a brief history of how the Wonder family has been in Cinderfall for many, many ages. He showed you a tapestry made with Pendrar attacking the Grand Wyrm and Wonder soldiers standing at his side. Though they're long forgotten for their deeds, they have always been a caretaker for Cinderfall. You had a quick chat with Nathan, who seemed to be a little shady, a little devious, and may arrange the meeting with you in the woods. In which you correctly consider that it is going to be an attempt probably on you guys, and while it was on Talius, I guess mostly, you managed to get out of this and gather some clues, find out that whoever is doing that is stationed below the gardens. There's a warehouse nearby, an apothecary that they use. Going towards there, near the statue, you again rejoin forces with Pedro, who is now wielding his newfound magic, or whatever that is, his dimensional, more innate psychic magic that he can use and helped you clear out the first part of all this layer. You found some cultists, some of Pendra's blood that were being transmuted, melded with in an attempt to convert them to a dangerous, powerful weapon. One such that a thug threw on Valen, and it exploded. And last but not least, Pendra had a one versus one fight with Nethvin, the succubus, which he disposed using the spell Blight, a very horrific way to dispose of a succubus, but it is a fiend nonetheless. After that, you found Artosis hurled into a pike trap, and on him there was a poison of fire resistance. I believe this is all that happened before Pendra said, this is the last round. After this door, we are going up against whoever stands with ult. Are you ready? In which you all just nodded as everybody got ready, prepared for their own things. Anything else you would like to say, tell, or do before we move on to the next map?
I'm all good.
Okie dokie. As you start moving forward, you come right around the corner and you come against a gathered squad of people, 2 cultists and 2 guards standing about as you enter the room and hold off quickly. Who are you? How do you get there? They ask as you quickly turn and ready your weapons as this hellhound in front of you starts filling its mouth with fire, ready to exhale. And I would like initiatives as we are starting with
Let's
this.
go.
I'm gonna roll for Madeline as well.
Ooh. Yikes. Nice.
I gotta reload, unfortunately. I am.
You didn't take into account Valen, so I'm gonna add Valen manually. Valen, you rolled a 21, I see.
I rolled an 11, but I didn't have the thing click.
I'll put you as well. And without further ado, Valen, you're first. As all those cultists pick up their scimitars, the guards pick up their spears, and the hellhound prepares to unleash its fiery breath on you.
All right, I'm going to take one step sideways and then do a standard blast to the puppy.
Okay, assume you move to neutral square, strike, and then back, so
Yeah.
no disadvantage. Roll me 2 shining blasts.
There's first one. And second one. 25 and a 13.
The first one hits.
Only 7 points damage.
As you see the hellhound is about to unleash its fiery breath, Valen turns to the side as he strikes with one of his shining beams at the creature, turning it a little bit sideways as the hellhound looks at him with his eyes and then turns back to focusing on Madeline and the ones in front of it. The cultist then will move nearby to Talius. Doesn't matter how you got here, you're going down, he yells as he will try to make an attack with his scimitar against you. That will hit, but give me a second before Madeline makes a reaction against him with her glare. So if that is a hit, it is hit, and if she high rolls, no, okay. Say, you will suffer the attack of the scimitar as the creature comes forward and strikes down on you. You parry the attack, but go into disadvantageous position as Madeline strikes back at the cultist. The hellhound now will... We all know what it's gonna do. This is a 15-foot cone. The hellhound takes a step forward and blasts the 4 of you with its fiery breath. However, Hearth and Madeline have resistance, I believe, so Pendra and Talis, you are the only ones with no resistance. Do make me a dex save.
Yeah. Just as a note, actually, at the end of the last session, I cast protection from evil and dead, or evil and good.
Protection from evil and good.
Just before
I don't
we
believe
went
it
in.
gives you
So I don't
anything
think,
on
yeah, I
that.
don't think it gives you anything with like the dex saves, but I was just putting that out there.
You fail the save, meaning that you suffer 16 points of damage as Madeline suffers only 4. And make me a con save for your spell.
Oh yeah, thought about that. Oh, not even a problem.
This ability is bound to be used by Talis as the Hellhound unleashed flame on you. As Madeline tries to shield all of you, as she takes a step forward so she can strike more target and makes one attack against the Hellhound and the second one against the Cultist. I'll throw him the Glaive Ram as well. Powerful. Madeline is powerful as Madeline moves forward, strikes at the Hellhound, and with the back of the glaive throws it onto the face of the cultist and knocks him down on the ground unconscious. Next up is nope, wrong symbol. This cultist that will run towards Nautilus. And still, he's gonna suffer an attack of opportunity from Madeline. God damn it. Why, Madeline, you have to go away on this session? I have so much to do with his character. But yeah, the cultist runs and tries to get to make an attempt on Nautilus, but it is very easy for him to avoid the attack and shove him back with his shield. The guard up next will rush to the cultists and the hound's side. The Lord insisted that we guard this passage quickly, he yells, as he will try to hurl his spear on Madeline. Oh, that is gonna hit. And Nautilus, your turn.
So can I cast? I don't know. I heard something about this. A bonus action spell and a regular spell at the same time.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will take the opportunity attack and move towards Talius. And I will put my hand on his shoulder and I will say a number of words. That hits. And I will cast Warding Bond. That gives you a +1 to AC and resistance to all damage.
Ooh. Thank you, my friend.
And I also cast Shield of Faith, which gives you another +2 to AC. So you have +3 AC.
Okay, making Talius the prime tank of all this encounter as Nautilus moves to the side, suffers the blow as he turns and uses his protective magic on Talius. You feel the touch of the ocean surrounding you, Talius, on all your skin as it becomes hardened and glimmering with a pearl-like dust, as a pearl-like dust. Anything else, Nautilus?
I think that's it.
Okay.
That was fucking sick.
Endrar will let's see. Endrar will move over here, up there, and with an advantage, given that the guard is wearing armor made of metal, he will try to sucking grab him. I assume that is a hit. That is wrong. Give me a second. Probably does 2 more d8.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Pandora wouldn't be a first level caster.
So that is 17, which is enough, as he grabs the guard by the throat and electrocutes him instantly. The guard leaves his last breath as he drops down on the ground. Talius.
I don't actually remember if I've used second wind and action surge? I presume I would, unless we had a short rest in between, which I don't think we
You
did.
use second wind, but not action surge.
Okay,
I remember that you
um,
still have action surge.
The guy to my left, is he...
Unconscious.
He's unconscious, cool, okay. I will move into Nollis's space. Yeah, I will. I'll attack the Hellhound with a... I'll actually just go 2 regular attacks, because I don't see him moving. So I'll do 2 regular rapier attacks.
Okay, hits and hits.
Bang, bang. Oh, and dueling with the +2 on each of those. Forgot about that.
So that is 19 in total.
Yes, yes.
As Talius sprints through Nodos and quickly stabs twice at the Hellhound, striking at both of the creature's legs. Slash, slash. Very weak. Anything else, Talius?
No, that's me done.
The Hellhound drops to the ground and barely manages to get back before it comes around for another round of attacks. Hearth, your turn.
Alright. Going to sow a space with found over to firebolt this cultist.
Okay. That is a hit. That cultist is down as you move in front of Valen and hurl a firebolt that strikes at the chest and drops the cultist back on the ground.
Alright. 20, 25, 30, and my turn there.
Valen.
Well, I'm gonna zap the puppy again. Rinse and repeat.
Give me a second. I'd like to see if you can move somewhere so you don't have something that would be in your line of sight.
Oh,
Looked like
I
going
can
right
just-
by Pindrar or something. There wasn't any obvious ones.
I'm very sorry. I was just trying to stand
Oh, no,
between
that's
him and
okay.
you.
No worries.
I'm sorry. I don't
I'll
believe
just
there's a way that you can.
I'll take the disadvantage. It's okay.
Okay, go for it.
His first attack is a 20 with disadvantage. 13.
And that will destroy the Hellhound as you hear Talius, watch out! And hear a sonic blast as the Hellhound drops to the ground and the beam strikes on its face before it unleashes another fiery breath and the creature is down. You still have one more shining blast.
Yep. And then I'll step forward and just take a standard shining blast against that guy.
In general, you cannot split them, but
Okay, no,
you can
okay.
move here, make the sonic blast against the Hellhound, and then at the guard, so it's the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, just keep that in mind.
12 to
Future
hit.
reference. That 12 will not hit. As you try and hurl that sonic blast on him, he uses his shield to parry that as he seems lost and overwhelmed. Oh God, no! He yells. Madeline will probably say something along the lines. You picked your side and will try to knock him unconscious. So 2 of those hit. But it is not enough to knock him unconscious. Instead, Madeline strikes one at the shield and throws it off away, and strikes a second time with the other end of the glaive, throw him to the ground as he slowly manages to pick up his stand. Please, as he drops down and raises both of his hands, leaving his spear behind as well. Let me go, he yells, not alas.
I'll walk up, take out the hammer. To try and clonk him in the head and knock him out.
Make me an attack with advantage. He's prone. Yep, okay. As you move forward, you strike with the other end of your weapon to knock him onto the ground and unconscious.
And then
As
I will move.
he falls to the ground, you can hear faint chanting below. Not
up
below,
again.
sorry, from up ahead.
I'll say, We have to move.
Take the lead, my friend.
Okay, just let me know if you need me to open up a door for you or anything.
Are we out of initiative?
Yep, out of initiative. As moving forward into this room, you can see the one more of the plants known as Pendra's blood, but this seems to be glowing with energy on the inside. Valen, it reminds you of the one that you that was thrown to you earlier on.
Yeah, I'll warn everybody that it could explode.
Their fiendish magic disgusts me, says Pendra.
I will try and open the door in front of me. I open the door.
The door opens up, and you can see a very big face of a horned devil in front of you. The mouth is open of the creature in here of that statue, and inside you can see the sigil of the Dark Warden. In its mouth there is a red glimmering stone.
Oh, I'm not sure about that.
I'm going to look at it very closely. All three eyes.
It seems to be. It seems to have some magic on it. What kind of magic? I would say probably enchantment magic.
It seems to be enchanted in some way. I don't know exactly what it does.
I don't know. I don't know if we want to try anything with this.
Guessing we still have the chanting most likely on the other side of these double doors.
Mm-hmm. It continues on, yes.
Can I sort of like just knock the gem out of the mouth with my hammer? Not like hard, but just like enough to knock it on the floor.
Think.
You can grab it with your hand. It's quite easy as Nautilus picks the gem up and it stands on your head.
Ah. Nothing bad happens when I touch this gem?
We have a gem now.
Okay. Well, everyone form up on the door. We need to get in here quick.
Wow.
Quickly, says Pendra as he stands beside you. Open the door whenever you're ready.
I'll turn to Talius, and I will again hand on his shoulder, and I will cast Cure Wounds level 1.
You're too kind, my friend. Very much.
And then, alright. We gotta stop this fast, whatever it is. We don't want to fight into the Bob Devil. I don't think we have the strength for that right now.
I'm
I'll
gonna...
push open the door.
Let's go.
Okay, as you open up the door, you see a plethora of beings in front of you. As you open the door, and I'll say you take a step forward, as is most people that are trying to enter, you stop, stand for a second. As you can see, not only two guards blocking your way, I'll put them a step further back so it makes a little bit more sense. But some cultists that also run these bone-like holes. The water that seems to be below here is painted red, similar to having a faint magical aura and giving you a desecrated sense, an unholy vibe from it. On the end, you can see Nathan Wonver and his brother Knight, as they're both with the knight having a gauntlet off and bleeding from his one hand, creating a sigil over there. As Nathan says, quickly, brother, your answers will be the answers you seek will be arriving shortly. From the left side and the right side of the room, you can spot and hear a pair of mastiffs that are growling, howling towards you aggressively. Ruff, 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 again and again, as everybody turns their eyes on you. The cult fanatic over there will say, Lord Wanver, I'll hold them off for you. As quickly as this happens, Pendrar will take a step forward as he yells, "Stop! Do not do this!" And the whole place stops for a second as Nathan just looks at you, continuing to channel his magic as he turns to entertain a dialogue with you. If you wish to say anything, you can go ahead now.
Your plan failed. This plan will fail as well.
Has it though? I now have a way to prove what has been known from ancient times and has been kept a secret in this town. As he says that, the fire continues on the blood stain over there, as a summoning circle that you've seen before is starting to appear. Pendrar will yell to that, will stop you. You and the Dark Warden that have put a target on this place. Who is that? Oh, hello George. Welcome.
Hello.
I'll put it inside so he'll be able to watch as Nathan will continue his cast, and you will see Darkthorn again appearing once more.
Is he like?
From
do we have a chance to stop that?
To stop that? No, I would say like this is the as it appears holding a paper parchment on the hand. As he appears, the knight turns to Nathan. What is this, Nathan? This is a fiend. This is not an ally that can be trusted. Don't worry, brother. He brings something that has been that needs to find the light. He picks that parchment and turns towards you as he shows it in front of you. And as he does so, he will invoke this. And as you see the writing on the parchment starts to flare up and blazed in flames, and you see Pendrar drop to the ground as he is unable to breathe, suffering immense pain. What is this? Pendrar drops down and he's not able to pretty much do anything.
Jesus.
As Nathan turns and looks at you with a smile on his face. Now, the true heroes of Cinderful will rise, not the fallen ones, as he buries the parchment back on the back of his armor. Are you, as he turns and now addressing directly you, are you going to stand with that traitor, that hero that everyone calls? Or are you gonna be, are you gonna witness the new arrival and the new order of Cinderfall?
You didn't stop us before. You're not going to stop us now.
We've
Pull up
beaten
the radio.
that devil before. Blackthorn will do you no good.
Even if you defeat me, you now know that how this man in front of you, that hero that you so call, as he points back, he's grasping for dear life right now, leads you here. Have you ever wondered how he found the powers, how he became the notorious mage that everyone admires him for, aspires to be?
The power doesn't matter. What matters is what you do with it.
The knight will take a step forward as he's still undecided. He picks up his blade just for good measure, and says, "What are you speaking of, Nathan?" He turns back again towards all of you, saying, how he gained the power doesn't matter. He was the one that put Cinderfall at risk for exchange of power. If it wasn't for him, nothing would ever have happened in this place. And at this point, you can roll initiatives as well, except if you wish to continue on this dialogue. I don't want to drag the monologue for too long. I assume that is initiatives.
Yeah, I'm just a little bit dumbfounded right now. I don't know who to trust. I'm just gonna click my tile though for some reason. Oh no, I think so. Yeah, the phone's got a point. A pool of blood with a skull bridge. They're the good guys.
Good is a point of view, I guess. As you start moving forward, and quickly Nathan just waves his spear, and the first cultist starts moving towards all of you. Nathan up next from very, very far over there. We turn to his brother and say, "Now, my brother, it is time for you to see how real power feels like." As he touches his brother and grants him the benefit of haste. As he takes a few steps backwards. Hearth. You can hear the knight next to Nathan yelling in pain for a second. "Ah! Ooh! Ooh! What is this?" As he quickly struts and moves at an accelerated pace. Go ahead.
Alright. Nathan is so well within range of my circuit of blasting. That's I definitely recognize it as magic. If he's not able to concentrate on magic, he won't be able to keep that spell up. We'll see what happens then. 2 scorching rays at Nathan, 1 more at Ronva, just in case.
Okay. Make the 2 first go to Nathan.
Yep.
Given that this is elevated, you do not have disadvantage from the cult fanatic, and I assume you can move to Madeline Square to make the attack. So yeah.
Yep.
Both
Yeah, I'm
hit.
guessing those both hit.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so 2 con saves. The second one fail, as he drops concentration and haste right after it starts, suffering
Nice.
also.
Does that mean that Sir Wanver over there suffers the effects of haste at the end?
Oh, give me a second. I would say that either the first or the second one, he would use this ability. to change that to Darkthorn instead. So two scorching rays that go towards him. You see Nathan getting struck by the first one. The second one goes for Darkthorn. Because I don't want to be a cheater and say that the second one does not hit, I'm just gonna roll a new Constitution save for the one that hits him. I believe that is fair with everyone, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
Alright.
It is a reaction, so yeah. You can
Yeah.
choose.
Okay, so he gets the concentration. However, he suffers. I'm gonna make him suffer the powerful one. I believe Darkthorn suffers. No, he has immunity to fire, and.
My third is going towards Saranda.
Roll me that as well. That is a hit. Whoa, that is a very powerful hit. How do you have a... Okay, I see. No. For another 6 points of damage to the knight himself, as Darkthorn steps in front to take that blow for Nathan, as Hearth unleashes 3 beams of fire. Anything else, Hearth?
Stepping behind cover, that would be my turn.
Okay. Darkthorn then will turn towards all of you and say, I told you that we will meet again. I believe he can reach you, right? Yeah, he can reach you with telepathy. You can hear that in your head as he starts moving forward, and he will make 2 hurl flames attack. One towards Madeline and one towards Nautilus. So this one is against Madeline, and this one is against Nautilus. The one against Madeline will not hit. The one against Nautilus will hit, however, for 8 points of fire damage as fire erupts on his hands and sends 1, 2 bursts of fire towards the party members. Nautilus, make me a con save for your Shield of Faith and Tallies.
Alrighty.
Oh no.
I have advantage.
Oh, you're a Warcaster, yeah.
Yeah, you're a
Come on,
warcaster.
buddy. Keep me from dying for once.
Natural
Nice.
20.
Very nice.
A 3 and natural 20. That's pretty good.
The cultist up ahead will run and try to tackle you. Nautilus, so roll me an athletics.
Oh. It would have to be really low to fuck this up.
Ah!
Barely,
Oh,
as
wait,
he
that
tries to tackle you, you save. It's enough. As he tries to tackle and use your shield to stop him, as you end up barely managing to hold your ground. As then the automatic will move up a little bit and bring in his hands forth. From down on the ground, you can see from inside the flames an item appears, a weapon, a morning star, a mole that starts to slowly move towards you as he casts spiritual weapon with his action and sends it, I'll say, forward to Madeline. So this is against Madeline. That will be a hit. And then he will try to use Sacred Flame on, let's do Tallius this time. Tallius, you roll for that.
First thing.
As with one hand he raises up the Morning Star from inside the river below.
Problem.
With the second one he tries to manifest flames underneath Tallius, which he easily will avoid. The other cultists will start moving forward as well, and the guards will take a step forward and make a spear attack against you, Nautilus.
Okay.
As frightened by all that he sees, this guard just barely tries to make an attack against you, but as it hits your shield, it just you parry the attack off and the spear breaks for a second, as the guard is terrified, chilled to the bone. This one makes some movement. And Valen, your turn.
This just is wretched. I'm going to...
Oh, shit.
I think I have a clear line of sight to this closest cultist, right? This guy?
Yep, you got a fine line. Sure.
Okay, then I'll just zap him twice. Or I'll start blasting. 17?
17 hits, obviously.
9 points.
Nice.
He still is up, so you can hurl that second one as well.
12.
12 hits as well.
Oh, goody. 8 points.
And with 2 blasts of energy, the cultist goes to the ground as Valen raises both of his hands and strikes. As they both strike the cultist, he drops to the ground.
And that's it for me for the moment.
Okay. Madeline. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I'm playing Madeline. I was waiting for Madeline. As Madeline now will do what she wanted to do the last time. She will, if they're trying new tricks, I might as well do mine. As she picks up the Hellfire short sword, and on the other hand, she manifests a flaming blade as she uses the. What's the spell's name?
It's Flame Blade, I think.
Yep, Infernal Slash.
Oh,
she has
okay.
named it. She will take a step forward and try to strike at the guard, and with her offhand, she will try to make a sword attack. So, Hellfire sword, here it is. That's what you mean, Hearth. I'll explain that in a moment, but I'm not gonna say right away. As Madeline moves forward and tries to strike with the manifested scimitar, the guard parries with the shield, but she finds a spot and strikes him down with a blade. And he will retaliate on her, trying to strike her with his spear. Madeline now using 2 weapons, she easily maneuvers and avoids the attack. Talius, your turn.
Yes. I will run up 20 feet. Yeah. I'll run up around here to the back of this guy. And 2 regular rapier attacks. Flash. They're pretty high. I presume they hit.
Both of them hit.
Bang. Bang.
The first one is enough to knock. As you move forward and strike at the back of his head, I believe you do have a little bit more movement.
I have
move on
5
the
more
next
feet,
one.
yeah, so I could run over and then do the extra on him.
And that kills him as well. As Talius moves to the left, strikes once, tumbles to the right, and strikes the second time. As he pierces through both of them, picks the blade from the opposite end and cleans the blade against his clothes. Anything else, Talius?
That's me done. I'll finish my turn there.
Okay. The cultist will run towards you and will try to take a strike at you. But seeing as you overpowered those 2, he'll try to strike but stutter for a second as you look at him and continue to come down with his blade. You easily use the pommel of your rapier to stop him. Next up is Sir Wonver, who has 60 feet of movement now, as he will take...
But he dropped the spell, didn't he?
He didn't, for I rolled a new concentration since he avoided the second attack. So this is his movement, and with an action, with the extra action from haste to dash, he will move right there as he sprints through the car. Whoa! What is this newfound power? He yells as he tries to take a few strikes, one against Talius and one on the injured Pendrar. So let me roll the attacks. Great, so that's on you, Talius, and that's on Pendrar.
Yeah, that hits. Hey,
13 points of slashing damage. You only suffer 6 of them, but also not all suffers other 6. As the word of bonding protects you.
Do I guess I have to make con save for that, do I? Or don't I? Like that kind of would seem like a really bad way
Yeah,
to
like kind of forcing you, yeah.
But
let me check.
is it direct damage? I mean, if it's direct damage, then yeah. But if it's by a warding bond,
I would assume no, but let me just check. Doesn't say much. I'll say that it wouldn't proc your concentration, so no need to roll me one. I find that pretty hilarious to be the case. So yeah, after his turn, it is the cultist. Which one? I cannot see which cultist it is. Oh, here, up there. As he'll start moving forward, not us.
Nautilus is just gonna. I don't want to drop the spell on Talius just yet, so I'm gonna. It's not really easy to move up into the middle spot, but I'll sort of like. Yeah, I'll get about here, or no, I'll move into Pendar's spot, and I will just say, "Is this what heroes look like to you?" And I will slam the hammer down on the ground and cast Thunderwave.
Nice.
Okay. Targeting the knight, I assume.
Yes.
Okay. Good thing it's not a dex. He fails that. As he is hurled backwards, as you slam your hammer down, he suffered 8 points of thunder damage.
And then
he drops back. Give me a second. He drops back as he stands. He looks at you. You know nothing of chivalry, he says.
And I'll just get ready with the shield and ignore the quip he'd said.
Where would you like to end your turn? For you are standing on another.
I will. I will move over here-ish.
Pendrar will, on his turn, he will try to cast a spell, but being under the effects of this ability, he must first make a con save. That he will fail. As he tries to raise his hand, and energy starts spreading on his hand as he's about to send a beam of energy towards them. He drops down as he turns for a moment, and he continues being bent. I can handle this. Dispose of them, he yells. The cultist up there will make his movement up here and ready an attack as he prepares to attack whoever approaches. Nathan will move forward, continue being near Blacklord or next to Blacklord. Not Blacklord, sorry, Darkthorn. My bad. As he moves forward and says, the so-called heroes. I wish that you would not come here and burden with my plans, but it seems we cannot do otherwise. And he will take one more step so he can cast Command at 2nd level. Not even 2nd, maybe 3rd, if he can catch. Yes, he can catch Madeline as well, like that. So yeah, it is a command at 3rd level, as he says, you will in front the true benefactors of this city. The whole place will learn of what the true story is. So Talius, Madeline, and Nicholas make me a wisdom save.
Way more than one word.
The nil is the keyword. So
+1
Madeline
as well.
saves. Yep.
No, of course not.
Best 5 checks.
Ah,
You can have Madeline's inspiration if you want, for I don't believe
I won't
he
steal
will.
it. I don't think that's fair.
No, have it. I'm pretty sure he will get
I'll
another
be honest,
one.
I'm
in
probably
another
just gonna
session.
waste it if I do.
You don't have to use it right away. I'm just giving it to you if you want to use it or not. And Nautilus as well. Roll me. Oh, wait, you went over there. You're not affected by that. So I'll remove another special instead. Hearth, your turn.
Look towards surroundings, consorting with demons, attacking a man that cannot fight back. I do not claim to know of chivalry in your world, but back on the plane of fire, what you're doing now is just called cruelty. Suppose that'd be a persuasion check.
Okay, I'm okay. Roll me persuasion. You stand there, Hearth. Stop, putting in a stop to a pause to your fight as the flames stop gathering on your hand, and say those words to the knight as he turns back, looks at you. Turns back to the other side and looks at his brother, contemplating your words right now. Anything else, Hearth? That was your action.
I'm gonna risk it and enter my turn here.
Oh. Okay. Darkthorn will, on his turn, continue his attacks. As he makes 2 hurled flames. Now, one towards Madeline and one towards Hearth.
Otherwise,
Madeline,
two worse
Hearth.
people he could have chosen.
Oh.
Sorry, Hearth, can you repeat that? For I received the message and I had to check that out. What did you say? Last bit?
Those flame at Madeline and Hearth, aka the 2 worse people he could have targeted with a fire attack.
You do suffer a critical hit though. So a 17 becomes an 8 for you. Pretty low rolls, I'll say, in general. But yeah, as he sends 2 bolts of fire, and you can see the cackling smile of the fiend against you. The fanatic will continue with his attempt with his spiritual weapon, striking down at Madeline. That will hit as well. As it sends Madeline back against the wall, cornered, as the cult fanatic will start moving closer and closer. And with his hand, raising it again, he will cast Shield of Faith on Sir Nathan. Not Nathan, Sir Wanderer, the knight. He is now hasted and has a Shield of Faith. He is the equivalent of Talius is to you right now. As another cultist moves forward, and one more will be taking his movement. Valen, your turn.
Okay, I'm just going to throw 2 Frzapples over at Nathan across the street. I think I have a clear line of sight. I don't believe there's anybody between me and them.
You're elevated, so you do have a quick line of sight. Just to make sure, the first one, he will switch it to Darkthorn with his reaction.
That's fine. So, Frzappel,
Okay.
14.
This goes to Darkthorn. It will not hit.
Okay, and second one, Frzappel, 14.
That will not hit as well. None of them. As from the distance, Valen tries again and again to hurl beams of energy at both the Fiend and Nathan. But combine their forces, they manage to move out of the way, and they suffer none of this. Anything else, Valen?
Alan?
Sorry, I was counting steps and things. Sorry. Stop there. Done.
Okay. Madeline will rush forward to those two cultists, and she will try to make the attacks against them. So this one on the first, and this one on the second. As she moves forward and strikes both of them with her flaming sword and her hellfire sword. Quickly, move up, she says. The guard doesn't play. Talius, you use your action to vibe.
Yeah, that's exactly what I do.
As Talius tries to resist the effect, but his body is forced to go into a kneeling position for now. Anything else, Talius?
I mean, can I do anything else, or is it just like
No,
that's my turn and then
I
next?
don't know why. This is cruel for me asking you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I will continue my vibe. Concentrate
The
on vibe.
cultist in front of you will try to retaliate back on Madeline that has inflicted harm upon them, but she will fail. The knight will look back at Hearth, and again. As he turns back to Hearth, he will say, and what of he, as he points with his blade, Pendrar? He is the one responsible for all the destruction that has come to pass in Cinderfall, for why it has been targeted. His way of life is not the one that should be honored, as he will take a hold action this turn. Cultist continues his movement, and Nautilus, your turn.
Now, this is a question to everyone. Do you mind if I change the music real quick?
Go for it, yeah.
Just for a cinematic purpose?
Yeah, go
Go for it,
ahead.
it's all yours.
Alright.
Okay. What's the... Is it dash play?
Yeah,
I remember.
underscore.
Underscore.
Is it gonna play? Question mark?
I think it's taken. It's like.
Oh, there it goes.
It's a bit slow, but
Ooh.
let's see.
Nautilus is gonna just... I don't know. I would drop... Talius would probably first notice that the Shield of Faith goes away.
Okay, okay.
And I will raise up my hammer and just say, I will... Oh, darn it, I don't have anything cool. I think I'll just probably... He'll just look angrily, and I will call lightning in the center of the room.
Nice.
Okay.
And that hits... Well, it's everyone. It's the whole room, pretty much. Although...
I believe that is fair.
Yeah.
As from up ahead, an opening appears and a storm manifests around this area, striking everyone.
And I will send a bolt of lightning at straight at Nathan.
Okay, he makes a dex save, I believe.
Yep. Now where is it?
That is a fail. Let me make a con. He gives the spell, but he still suffers 15 points of lightning.
He suffers 30 because I'm going to Wrath of the Storm.
Yeah.
Okay. Driving with the big guns as Nautilus points his hammer towards Talius and throws the magic of the shield back to himself and strikes down the hammer. The opening appears up in the sky and a powerful blast of energy blasts Nathan on the ground. As for coolness effect, I'm gonna throw him prone. I'm not gonna drop his concentration, but I am gonna throw him prone. No, actually, if I drop him prone, this is a disadvantage for you guys, so I'm gonna just ignore his concentration check. As he's stricken down by the thunder, the haste drops on Sir Wonver as he's paralyzed right after.
Also, the devil will take half the damage, or will take damage because it's in the 5-foot radius around the bolt.
Okay, let me make a save for him as well.
I'm assuming he'll take 15 damage.
Yeah. And this is Dex. He saves, so he will take 7, 3. He has no resistance to that, so 3 it is.
Yeah, and then I will end my turn with lightning just sparking from my eyes and hammer.
Okay. Pendrar again will raise up his hand and in an attempt to cast a spell. Let's see if he will make it this time. Nope. Ah! Again, you can see his hands twitching, his fingers turn 100 degrees almost as they break off the bones on his hand.
Oh.
It's not a great time to be Pendrar, I guess.
Not at all.
Neither you, Natalis. As the cultist runs towards you and jumps to make an attack with your Cinder, you, though you're forced to the ground, you can still move your hand. So you pick up your rapier and parry the attack with your blade. Nathan will stand up and he will say, "You think this is power? But you're wrong. I am the one with the power here," as he will cast Dispel Magic.
Ooh. Oh no.
So that gets rid of the lightning.
Yup. Instantly. And it fizzles. "I toyed enough with you," he says. "I'll bring this man to justice, whatever the cost." Harth, your turn.
Okay, I'm just continuing to look down at Sovereign Law. Another sane comment may hold. Those who fight monsters better make sure they do not become monsters. Is that what you want to become, good sir?
That is on the night, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Give me another persuasion, though this time the DC is lower than before, giving you a successful attempt earlier. Though he's not able to respond this time, for he is under the effect of the when haste breaks off. He seems to not longer looking towards you, as he's looking back to his own brother. Anything else, Karth?
That will be all.
Okay. And someone put a new song right now as Darkthorn jumps forward, takes a step forward again, and says, "We will, Master Wonver will have his rightful place restored in this station," as he starts moving forward over here and will hurl flame twice, once towards Madeline and once towards Valen on the back. So let's see. Madeline and no advantage, so it's a 17, a 12. I don't believe a 12 hits you, Valen, correct?
Right, 14 to hit.
Okay, so Madeline will suffer 5 points of damage as the blast barely blasts on her skin, barely scorches it, as the Cult Fanatic will move up here and release the hounds. And as he does that, he will use his spiritual weapon to make one more attack against Spendrar, beating down the man on the ground. For another 8 points of force damage. Let me see, this cultist up here will start running forward and with a dash action come next to Hearth. This cultist here will try to make an attack against Madeline. I believe that hits. Yeah, that actually hits. As he's suffering blow after blow for going that close. Valen, your turn.
Yeah, this sucks. So there's a cultist right next to Hearth that's still active?
Yes.
Yep.
Here.
Okay. Well, he sucks. Yeah. I'll do a sidestep next to Hearth and just spear this dude. I hope. 19 to hit.
That is a hit. Yep.
5 damage.
Is it also Green Mist Blade?
Yes.
Okay, so roll me that d8.
Just trying to make it show up. There. 7.
Wow, that is a powerful attack. As Valen picks up his spear and strikes at the cultist. As the cultist picks up the spear with two of his hands, as he tries to remove it from the wound, the Valen's eyes flare with a green mist color, green eerie color, as the mist engulfs the whole blade, the spear, and manages to char down the hands of the cultist as he screams in pain. Ah! And drops down on the ground. Anything else, Valen?
Yes. So that was an action. Can I? I'm just gonna move forward to right there, and then stop.
Okay, and as you throw him to the side, you move forward with newfound confidence in your fighting skills as you approach the next target. Madeline then will try to clear out the two cultists in front of her. And both of them hit, so I assume they will go down to the ground. Yep. As she uses her blades to throw them down. She will take a step here. I'll hold them off from this side, she says, as she prepares to cast some healing magic on her on the next turn. Talius, you can play this time. Hey!
Yay! Okay, yeah. I will, since he's dead, it's actually handy. I will run up 5, 10. I'll hit Sir Wanderer with a 2 regular, actually, rapier attacks. Boom, boom. Ooh, not great.
Not good. Not good at all.
I presume that doesn't hit then, by the way you're saying that.
Nope.
Ah, yikes. Okay, and then I guess I'll action surge and hit with a, just hope, boom blade rapier. Please work. There we go.
That is a hit.
Alright. Bop. And then I'll run back 5 feet here.
Okay. As you make 2 attacks, you wear down on his armor as the next one goes directly in the place you scratched earlier on, and as it strikes, boom, energy engulfs the area around Sir Wanderer, and if he moves, he'll be taking damage from your booming blade as well.
Wait, you're attacking Ronda?
Yeah, Sir Wanderer.
I'm currently trying to persuade him to working with us.
Yeah, but it's like his brother, and I'm not sure he's gonna like just 180
I mean,
like that.
all are happening at the same time, so it's pretty much on the heat of battle.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna just 180 like that.
Fair
Personally,
enough.
I might mess up the team again, but
As the dogs start running towards all of you, and with a dash action, I believe they can make it up to here. Let me check. Yep. Here. Here. And here. Sir Wonver cannot do anything for this turn, for he was under the lethargic wave from haste, as he drops down his blade and starts looking around, seeing the blood on the river, seeing Nathan on the other side, seeing Darkthorn, seeing Pendrar, and seeing all of you as he tries to take that all in. This cultist is down, and this will run towards Madeline and will try to tackle her. As she will use her shoulder to throw him back on the ground. Not alas, your turn.
Alright. Does Darkthorn look like he's making his way over? Or is he just kind of lurking over there?
It seems like he might be making his way. Currently he is stationed there. He will not be moving on his turn, unless given a reason to.
I might be about to give him a reason. I am going to... I mean, Cinema, I don't know how deep, if that's a real river of blood or not, but I'm gonna use my racial ability. I'm gonna create a wall of water right here, or about like right here, so it just blocks him from attacking Talius, Madeline, anyone
I see,
over there.
I see. I like.
So basically, I'll just raise the water out of the cavern.
that's good.
Let's see if I can find something to use for wall of water. Great painting skills. Maybe I'll use the wall of ice texture. If I remember correctly, I've got something like that. In any case, so how long is it? Can you link the spell? Just so I make sure how much it protects. Okay, so it can be made up to 30 feet long, so it can be something like that.
Yeah.
To give you full cover from him. I see. Okay. As the water below you raise up as you move your hand, you raise your own hand, and the water elevates with your movement as well. And that red-like blood starts to make a wall in front of you.
Sorry, Hearth. I'm just trying to protect everyone.
And Pendrar can actually still try and make a spell, but if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Will not work. Can't say that this was a surprise, but the cultist will try and make an attack against you, Valen, this time. As with his scimitar, he tries to attack at you with the other end of your spear. You drop his scimitar down, disarm him. He picks it up and prepares for an assault, but not before you have a say on that. Nathan will take a step forward. We can continue these games for long, but it matters not. He will not cast Dispel Magic this time. He will hold an action for a spell of first level, but I cannot say which spell that is. And Hearth, your turn.
Okay, just Ron was talking to Ron, so Ron one last time. The choice is yours to make. My choice is to protect my friends. And I will be making a bonfire right there to get all those mastiffs.
Okay, let me make a save for said mastiffs. Fail, fail, succeed. The two that fail are... one of them is down on the ground, the other one is severely charred by the flame, but still up. As Hearth raises his hand and flame erupts underneath those dogs, burning one of them and charring the other two further. Anything else, Hearth?
I think I'll actually move up here. And then my turn.
Darthor will come over here. Do they have disadvantage?
They have disadvantage.
Yeah, okay, so they have disadvantage.
And
the
flame
fire
is
halved. Okay, so at least for one turn to give that spell value, Darthor will try and make 2 attacks with disadvantage against, I'll say, Talius, which is in front. So I believe the 16 hits.
Oh, 16?
Nope.
That's my AC, yeah.
I believe. Yeah, but you have +1 from Warding Bond, correct?
Yeah, my AC usually is 15, and then I got the Warding Bond. Which
Oh,
makes it 16.
okay.
Yeah.
So still, the attack deals half damage.
And then
so
half again,
instead of
resistance.
6,
No,
3,
all of
1.
fire.
1 you and
Me all of
So-
water.
1 whole
yeah.
damage.
So 1 damage for you
Ouchies.
and 1 for Nautilus.
Ow.
As Darkton hurls to bolts of flame, clever, he says, as he will start looking for another way to attack you. The cult fanatic will be moving forward to unleash the hound from the other side. As Valen, your turn.
Oh boy, that was fast. Talius, would you like to be closer? No. I'm going to step 5,
What does that mean?
10,
Kind of interested in that.
15. I'm going to take the attack of opportunity from the cultist that I just went by.
Okay. 15 hits, I assume.
Yes. So what's that? Hopefully less than 30. 5.
Imagine that.
It's a Scimitar of Vincent that.
Okay, then I'm going to bonus action Misty Step, Glimmering Step.
Ooh.
Oh. Feeling brave.
I'm going to do 30 feet to right there, which is 10 feet away from them.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so that's one spell slot gone. Second spell slot gone. Thunder Step.
To go back, I assume.
To go, let me see, all the way back
With you?
to here.
Okay.
So bamp,
Okay.
bamp.
Could you grab Nathan with you, or is that like they have to be willing?
They have to be
Definitely
willing.
willing.
Oh, that would
They
be cool.
have to be willing.
The jump, bear hug
So-
him, and teleport back.
But I glimmering stepped over, appeared right in front of them, and then thunder stepped right back out.
Now every icon I put starts to manifest. Ignore them. I believe both of them save.
We're still
Let
taking
me
6
just-
each.
Well, I'm also hoping, and just if there was any active spell effects or anything.
Yeah, concentration and stuff.
Yeah. If that haste spell, for example, or the shielding
The haste
spell, or
spell is
anything.
already down though.
Just making sure.
The haste spell is
And
yeah,
I wonder
his
if
spell is already down.
does a sudden damage disrupt his held action? Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying here. I'm stretching.
Oh, that is correct. I have to make a concentration save for that action.
Oh.
But he did take damage, so... You know what, since you low rolled, and this is a hell of an effort from you, I don't want to roll and succeed, so I'd rather just say that you succeed nonetheless, to break his concentration on whatever spell he was ready. As you can see, as you teleport in front of him, you see the necrotic energies that have gathered on his hand, and as you appear, he's about to unleash them on you, and poof! You explode with a thunderous sound from your point and appear back. As you appear back from the doors over there, you look back at them and you see Nathan's magic has already filled from his hand. As his face seems extremely pissed at you, Valen. So I'm gonna do that.
It's a booming blade step, yo.
Nice.
Ooh, yeah.
I like that.
And
That was cool.
yeah, Darkness doesn't have resistance as well, so both of them suffer 6. And Madeline next will use some of her Leon Hand's pull on herself. How much does she have right now? 3 points? Really, Madeline? Are you really trying?
There was a lot of healing on Talius earlier.
Yeah, probably, honestly.
Cure wounds.
How do you keep track of that, actually? How do you keep track she only has 3? Is there like a way of doing that?
She has a class resource thingy on her character sheet that I can say.
Okay, I should definitely.
As Madeline makes the blade disappear from her hand, touches herself to cure one of the wounds as it starts her hand to heat up and sear, cauterize the wound. Talius, your turn.
I will hit the guy next to me with a... Oh, the dog's there too, huh? Yeah, actually, I'll hit him with 2 regular attacks. Regular rapiers. Ooh,
Whoa!
bonk.
I believe the first one is enough, probably. So
We'll see.
yeah, the first one is enough.
Cool, okay.
You can move and make that attack towards someone else.
Can I make anywhere? 5, 10.
You've seen that Nathan is not responding much, so you can
Yeah.
consider him not an aggressive target this time.
Or Sir Wander, not Nate. Or
Not Nathan, Sir Wander.
Sir Wander, okay. Cool.
You can
Yeah,
move
I'll
over
run-
here or
I can move
next
it.
to Madeline and strike him.
I can make it to the dogs, yeah? 20 feet? Yeah.
Mhm.
So I'll do that. I'll do that and then do the second rapier attack on him.
20 hits and the dog is down. It has 3 hit points.
Okay.
As
I'm very sorry, doggy.
you strike at the first one on his, you jam it below his jaw. You look back to the creature, draw back your sword, make a backflip, land on the mastiff with your blade down, striking it as well.
That was sick.
Anything else, Talius?
For dog. Nah, it's me done. I've wasted everything. That's all I can do.
Okay, the last remaining mastiff will come towards you, Talius, and will try to bite your feet off.
Okay.
But it only bites your boot, and it barely makes any difference. So the Wanderer will just yell, "No! No more of this!" As he has entirely abandoned fighting against you. The cultists up there will continue fighting on Madeline. Wow, these cultists are rolling good against Madeline. Everyone has made an attack against her. As after she cauterizes the wound, she suffers a cut that barely grazes her nose. Not alas.
Nautilus is gonna step over here and just, as I'm holding, I guess I'm holding my shield up to keep the water up, and then I'll just sort of thrust my hammer forward and send the guiding bolt at the fanatic going for the other dog cage.
So you remove the wall of water, or?
No, the guiding bolt's not con.
But it is a ranged spell attack. I think it would have disadvantage, right?
I know,
No,
but
he's
I'm
moved out of
moving.
it.
I'm moving to do it.
Oh, okay. If you have
going
a
after this
line
guy.
of sight, okay. Do you have a little bit more movement to go like here and try and make the attack?
Well, it was very...
Oh,
he's
the
hit- he's hitting the
Califanatic.
guy,
Sorry,
yeah.
my bad. Yeah. My bad. Yeah. Okay, got it.
Yep, I will give him a attempt to give him a old double tap. It's a tap.
That is a tap. As you move to the side and start spinning your Warhammer around before you hurl a guiding bolt of energy. It strikes the fanatic on the back of him as he drops to the ground. He quickly stands up and continues running towards the hounds. Anything else, not alas?
Nope. I think that's me done.
Okay. Let's see Pendrar one more turn as he desperately tries to help you. Magic surrounds the hand of Pendrar for a second, but he just drops again to the ground in unimaginable pain. The next up is the cultist that is dead, so Nathan will just say, I grew tired of your tricks. Enough of them. And he will use his last 3rd level spell slot to cast again Dispel Magic on the Wall of Water. But no more Dispel Magic. As quickly the water drops down again, removing any protective barrier from you. Hearth, your turn.
On the other hand, it also removed protective barrier from him.
Nice.
Alright. I know it won't really do anything to Blackthorn, but I'm going to see how well he reacts to a fireball to the face.
Okay. Nathan does not like this.
That was a good dispel magic. Well, I guess he couldn't. He has to have counter spell to stop that now. So.
Or
Which
that's
is my god.
Also a 3rd level spell.
Thank goodness for him, he survives it. But yeah, a very powerful blow. As Hearth looks, as Wolverine says, enough of this game. I grew tired of this. And Hearth looks at the sea, chuckles, manifests the fireball on his hand, and throws it with all of his might against it. Poof, an explosion instantly. As you can see, Darkthorn is covering up Nathan as Nathan is trying himself to prevent any more harm. His skin is grazed, you can see his hair have already attracted embers, his face is blackened. He's not in a good spot right now. Anything else, Hard?
That will be all.
I think what just happened there was like he lowered the wall of water and like he just saw like a little dot behind the water wall, and then when it came down, just the fireball went.
Yeah.
Like, haha! Oh.
Oh dear.
Darkthorn will grab Nathan and move him back as he'll move him back here so he has a little bit of cover as he will stand in front of him. Stand back, Summoner. Let me deal with them. But this will be his action as the Cult Fanatic will move on the other side and unleash the other hounds. Unleash the dogs. And right next, these hounds start running forward.
I think we lost you on an old Tronny.
Oh yeah.
Give me a second.
disappeared.
I'm back again. It happens sometimes with that many creatures.
Yeah.
You would assume there will be some delay or anything.
Yeah.
Valen.
Okay. I'm going to... Oops. I'm going to run forward right over here next to the puppy. But then I'm going to throw 2 blasts at Nathan.
So assume you do that moving here. Being next to the puppy would mean that you would have disadvantage because you would be
Really?
Near an enemy.
Oh, okay.
But you can do it from here, so it is.
Okay, I'll just do it from right next to Tallius. There was
then
actually a lag.
you,
I thought that when I was looking at it, I saw Nathan way over here. But then when I went to move, he moved suddenly. So sorry about that.
He's playing tricks on you.
I know. So,
Making the attacks.
for example, well, that's not good. For example,
Another one.
18,
Yeah.
That is a hit.
10 damage.
Again. Oh wait. This time though, Nathan will use his reaction to.
Butthole.
Hey, he's dying. He may be able to do something like that.
Damn plot armor.
I do not pick their spells, their features, and
Kind of do, actually. You're the DM.
to an extent. But enough of that. As Nathan turns and uses Darkthorn as a shield, Darkthorn is stricken in the back, turns to you, Valen, smirks, and he will use one of his Sigil of the Dark Warden on his hand. To force you to make a save for 16 points of fire damage. You make the save, suffering only 8 points of fire damage, as you see his hand has the symbol of the Dark Warden. He just points towards you with it, and flames erupt underneath you. You manage to get away safely. You still have a little bit of movement if you want to move closer to the puppy, as you said.
I'll actually go right there, just to be a good spread out target, and that's it.
Okay, I assume this would make a little bit more sense for Madeline. Does she have it ready though? The inflict wounds. Not inflict wounds, the Devil's Blast. Let's do that. She has many targets in front of her, so she will just put her hands forth and try to charge them all together.
Does that not also hit me?
I mean, she can take a step here or
Sure.
something like that. I mean, it's a 15-foot cone. I believe it doesn't actually. Let me just double check. Yeah, 15 doesn't hit you. 20 feet would hit you, but a 15 does not. As this creature, no matter what, is dead, even if it succeeds. The other two have a chance if they make the save. If being the keyword here, as Madeline raises her hands and blasts all of those in front of her. Tallius.
I guess I'll attack the puppy.
It's not a puppy, it's a hound.
I know, but it's still a dog. Pup.
I believe the first one might hit as well. No,
okay.
the second one does.
Okay.
And since your affection for puppies, I assume you knock it unconscious.
Yeah, I'll knock it
kill
unconscious. I feel so bad for this.
You will never fight a cat, but dogs you will fight many. I'm a cat person. Any movement, Tallius? Or staying there?
Actually, yeah, that's a good point. I'll move. What do I have?
Tallius walks into this dungeon with 2 points of exhaustion and comes out with a pet.
With a puppy. Yes! That's a fair trade to me.
Sir Warnberg will turn to his brother and will start pleading towards him. Nathan, I beg you, stop this. This is not how it was supposed to go down. You promised it would only... we will only find and expose Pendraer. Not this, whatever that is. Let me check. Yep, this is the last puppy, I guess.
Puppy.
Don't feel offended that they're cute. It can't help it. They're just little puppies.
They're adorable. Look at them.
They're big.
No.
They're big little
Big
puppies.
Squish face.
Oh, smushy face!
I will hop over the bone railing over here. I'm gonna try and smack the dog and knock it out.
2 puppies.
Kill that down. Kill it, kill it. It hits, and it is dead. Well, no, unconscious, you said it. I heard you.
Yes.
As you move and attack it with the back of your mace on its head and drop to the ground. As it drops.
That's it.
I will say-
that was way too good.
I will turn back to Madeline and say, let's go finish this. And I will walk towards this way.
Okay, let's see. Edward actually can make a spell this turn. As he will.
Power word kill. The fucking Nathan,
Power
please.
would kill him.
No, he doesn't have that spell, but he has something else that he can use for you.
Oh, fuck. We already fucking moved.
Come on, I bamped. He's gonna bamf too.
This is for you, not for him. He is not able to move. I'll say that he will create it. You're split in 2 different directions.
Yeah.
I'll put it in the middle for you.
I think at this point, me and Talius are probably just gonna run across the bridges.
I mean, it's probably better for you. I still have to go the whole way around to catch them. Quick calculations.
And as Pendrer manifests, he looks towards Hearth, then towards Valen, who are the closest and do not have their backs at him. Go, he says. Nathan now is in a very, very bad state.
I could literally get in there, attack, and get away. Now I can barely get there. Oh, the joys.
Two can play this game, says Nathan, as he will take some movement
Same
back
spell.
to looks at Darkthorn and takes a few steps to go behind the column as he prepares another spell. Let me just remove that spell slot as well. No shenanigans this time. And Hearth, your turn.
Okay. 5, 10. I still have all my 2nd level spell slots.
Nice.
So here comes a chromatic orb for Darkthorn, and to continue using acid on him.
What the? How is this?
Nice.
Every time.
That is the cinematic out of the portal just.
Every time you hit Darkthorn, you're rolling great.
What the
God!
31, 39, 44 points of damage coming through.
44
8,
damage.
6,
Okay.
6. What the
Enemies prepare your assholes.
As Hearth, before stepping into the portal, looks where the portal is, looks towards Darkthorn, and starts manifesting some fire to his hand. He then converts that to acid as he slowly moves from inside the portal. Surprise! Onto the face of Darkthorn as he starts speaking in Infernal after suffering immense pain. In general, he's able to use a reaction to attack you, but he will not do it for this is a lot of damage.
Can't see
has
because
to
he's just been his,
go
like, his
through.
face is gone. Jesus.
And now, manically, he will turn towards you and take a jump at you.
Uh-oh.
So, claw,
Yeah.
no disadvantage, it's normal, so it's a 7 and 21, and the tail. I believe only the claw hits, correct?
Yep. I had my mage armor up.
Nice. Very nice.
Darkthorn, barely able to see from the acid in his face, he attacks wide, missing the first attack. The second time he finds his target. As he turns to hit you with his tail, you still have a little bit of acid in your hand, and you grab his tail, and it burns as he stops. Trying to attack. The cult fanatic then will turn towards you, Hearth, and will try to cast a spell on you. This time will be a hold person spell. So Hearth, roll me con save.
Wisdom.
Correct. A wisdom save is what I was thinking about.
I fail.
As the Kalfanatic uses his magic to freeze you in place. As you can see, spectral chains appear from below and grab in both of your hands, holding you still in position. Next up, no more dogs, wild, ugly dogs. Valen, go.
Just a quick question about the effects of a hold person. Is he literally chained to the ground, or is he just paralyzed?
He's paralyzed. Like this is a cinematic effect.
Okay, so 5, 10, Zorp. Hi, Hearth. Grab.
Nice.
Zorp.
Amazing.
Nice.
And that was movement and action, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna look at Sir Wanver. I'm gonna look at Sir Wanver and go, "Can't you see? You're the bad guy here."
I already convinced him.
I'm hammering it home.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm convincing him more. Okay. I'm not gonna ask for the check, for he has already suggested he's already convinced that you are not your enemy, the enemies, but he has issues fighting against his brother. Though, I suppose with a good persuasion check, Valen, you no, that would be an action. You say those words for now. I'll keep that in mind as you have pulled Hearth back out from the enemy's grasp. Madeline is the next, who will again she will move over there and not inside the gate, as she will say with a count of 3. And before that, she will cast Cure Wounds on herself once more time to regain some life, of course. Dalius. Wow, you're in the worst spot.
Yeah, I can
Like,
make
this
it.
is
Here.
70.
That's 35. So Madeline's gone up to like hold before she walks in, or is
she is waiting there. If anyone else moves in there, she will move as well on her next turn.
Okay. I don't know. You know what? I'm the front line. I gotta do it. Gotta protect the squad. I'll run up 20 feet, double dash through with action.
If you want, you can take a hold action to move at a specific
I'll
turn.
do that. Yeah, sorry. I was thinking of that, but I couldn't. I don't know. Think of it properly. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll hold an action to wait for somebody to go through, and then I'll go ahead of them.
Okay. So when someone tries to go through, you just sprint forward.
Yeah, and just block the way.
Sir Wanver will turn towards both Hearth and Valen. Valen, Hearth is stunned. He cannot talk. As he'll say, I see that I'm not on the right side. But I cannot fight against my brother. I cannot do such a thing.
Then heal us, and we'll fight for you.
Wait, does he have healing?
I hope so.
Ah.
That'd be nice.
Interesting. Maybe. I'm not gonna say what he has and what not. Nautilus, your turn.
At this point, I think I'm going to just I'm gonna move my full movement to here. And how's the fanatic looking, by the way?
He's not a powerful blow by you, but he's by all means not blooded. You still would have advantage against him.
Mm-hmm.
Finish
Well.
the job.
I kind of want to... I'm not sure if I want to give advantage on that or if I want to try and hit Darkthorn for the next volley, but I'm going to send a guiding bolt towards... Actually, What's Nathan doing, and how is he? How behind cover is he? Like, how much would I have to beat to shoot him?
He has a +5 on his AC due to cover.
Ah, nice. So I will. And he's preparing a spell that I can see.
He's preparing a spell, yes.
All right. Well, then I'm not gonna take any attack action. I'm gonna use my last racial ability, and I'm going to put a fog cloud, right here, and move it just so that it's covering them, but not Darkthorn. So he'd have to.
I see. As Nautilus moves forward and Belsis flies, if you wish, or no, this is your racial ability. You swirl your hand around and use the water from below to make an enormous wave, a ball of a sphere of water that floats up, comes here and evaporates, making a foggy mist in front of you.
And I'll just yell back, "Take down the fiend, we have a chance."
Endrar will again make a con save.
Cool, that's pretty good.
It is not enough, barely enough, one less than needed. As he again tries to use his magic. Nathan now, that is over there in a protected space. Didn't come close to him, so what kind of spells can he use?
And he loses a turn panicking.
No, he will take the dodge action for this turn, as he's caught up in a surprise by all of this. But yeah, Harf, your turn.
Okay. I need to make that wisdom save.
Oh,
God, I'm using my inspiration to roll again.
Okay.
I believe that is enough. Let me double check. The DC is 11. Yes, this is enough. As you manage to push through and end the effect of the cultist.
Okay. Technically the end of my turn, but I'll be looking over to Sauron, but I'm going to say you will not have to fight him. I cannot promise you will come out of this alive. I certainly hope you will. But we will finish this.
Hello.
And as you say those words, Darkthorn comes through the portal as he turns. Nice to find you up close again. And with Wrath, he will try and make 2 claw attacks against you, Hearth, and 1 tail attack against Madeline. You struck him pretty badly. He has not forsaken that. So that's on Hearth. Hearth, wow.
Yes.
Wow. Madeline. That's on Madeline,
takes a lot.
12. Yep. As he comes through the gate and tries to make 1 attack against you, Hearth. 2 as you float and avoid both of those attacks as he turns with his tail and slams Madeline back. The fanatic will come right out of this and will approach you, Nautilus, as he will make 2 attack with his dagger. He picks up his dagger and tries to make 2 attacks. An 18, not a 12. 18 and a 5. So I believe an 18 hits.
Yeah, 18 hits.
As he comes and strikes you on, as he comes out of the fog clouds, he strikes a little bit to the right of your kneecap. Roll me a Constitution save for your fog cloud.
Okay. Pop.
You keep your fog cloud. Valen, your turn.
Okay, I'm going to take 1 step towards the meaty head here, and then green mist blade attack using my spear. I'm going to do it 2-handed, even though it hurts my eyeball.
Okay.
Missing terribly,
It will not hit.
but then stepping through the portal. Whoop!
Very nice.
I'm
Saying
going-
your third eyeball is really throwing you off.
It really is. They go 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, I'm done.
Very nice.
Okay, as Valen runs forward and tries to spear Darthor. Darthor looks at you and tries to get a quick slash at you. Not before you go zap, and you fall back into the arcane gate and appear on the other side. Madeline. I am Madeline, sorry. I was waiting for someone to play again. Madeline now has no reason to use her scimitar, given that how Darthorn is, but she can use her Hellfire Sword twice against him. And the first one will hit, and with that, she will use her last spell slot to cast a Powerful Smite. Where is Divine Smite? You know what? This is a 48. Was hit by a bolt earlier on, yes. But before the... yeah, it has expired. Yeah, for 21 extra points of radiant damage as Madeline uses her Hellfire Sword to strike at Darkthorn, and that is a smite, the 21. Radiant appears into the blade and slams onto Darkthorn. Talius, your turn.
Okay. I held an action, so does that mean since it didn't go off, I lose my action?
Oh,
Or is-
I forgot that, but you saw somebody moving. You can already use your
Oh, perfect.
hold action. Like you saw.
Do I have to?
You
Though?
have to
Like,
revive
is it a? If I held it for that specific reason, I have to go through.
No,
No?
the trigger happens, and you choose if you wish
choose,
to use
okay.
your reaction or not. So yeah.
Oh, it's my
It is
reaction.
up to you.
Okay. Don't really want to leave Hearth alone. And Nollis is alone too. I'll use my reaction to go through and hope Madeline can. handle that
Okay.
on Earth. Zoop. Here. That'll be 5, and then I have. Perfect. I can get right up 15. Get here. There's no real point in booming blading. I'll just do 2 regular attacks. Rapier. Bonk.
Hits.
Perfect. Yeah. Ooh, about the same. 20
Okay.
points.
So as Talius springs forth from the portal, he takes a high jump and strikes once at the cultist, dropping his knife to the ground, and the second time almost slitting his neck as the cultist uses his one hand to put pressure on the wound as he barely makes it out of this attack. Sir Wanver will try to go here and grapple Blackthorn. No, stop this, he yells, but I don't believe this will work. Let's see that. Yep. As Darkthorn uses just his tail to shove the knight off, Nautilus.
I'm going to just try and slam the guy in front of me.
Go
Seeing
ahead.
that-
You can move
seeing
here
that-
if you wish, and
Oh, yeah.
gain advantage as well.
Okay. And this is with extreme prejudice. Just never mind. Not extreme prejudice.
It's a
you
mighty
not
whiff.
As he struck you earlier on with his dagger in your kneecap, you try to get an edge by going around, but you stumble and fall from the pain of the wound, and your attack misses.
Will be my turn.
Okay. Vendra now can make another con save. Not able to do anything again, as Nathan now, from inside here, he can see silhouettes outside. You can see outside of that. but you cannot target them. So, what can he do? He will yell from inside there as he will come right outside. He will come right outside. You stand with a traitor, and you will die with him as well, as he will. Where is it? Good spell. He will try to cast blindness deafness on. Let's do Valen, for you have been a thorn.
I was hoping he didn't see me because I was elevated and he was coming out of fog, but okay.
I'm okay with that, as it sounds logical to me. So let's do. No, I have counted not to last twice. Let's do Talius. So yeah, blindness deafness on Talius. It is.
What's that? A con save?
It's a vibe check.
It's a vibe check.
Well, he passes
I'm
it
so
with a
bad at
critical
vibe
save if it's a vibe check.
Wow, this is a +5. I was like,
Yeah, I was
he
like,
has
I'm
also
fine, it's
proficiency.
gonna be easy. Oh my
No,
god.
as everything turns black, as he turns towards you, he then sees spots Valen in his back, and he will use his bonus action to step into the shadows. As he sees all of you, and he just disappears from eyesight. He becomes one with the mist. Hearth, your turn. This is a war on 2/3 fronts right now. I don't know how many are.
Alright.
Hearth, go ahead.
Magic Missile, 2nd level, straight to Dark Thorn.
Okay. In general, with Magic Missile, you roll once and you multiply that by how many missiles it is. Now that you have already rolled, I'm gonna keep it, but keep that in mind for going forward. So that's a 7, 10, 13. 13 points of damage going towards Darkthorn, sorry. And he will use his second attempt with the sigil to blast you, Hearth. So well, this is a poor choice, but you never know. 6 points of damage is 6 points of damage. As getting stricken down by that array of missiles from you, he flares up his hand, flames erupt directly below you. Anything else, Hearth?
Well, he was kind enough to use his reaction so I can step away.
Very good thinking. Wow, I would not have picked up on that. Not like I need
True. As Darkther now will let's see what he can do. Let's make some attacks. Claw Madeline, Tail on the Knight. Striking Madeline for 9 points of piercing damage as he unleashes an assault on her. Madeline manages to parry only the second strike before the dagger-like claws of the fiend are pierced onto her arm, and he uses his tail to strike down Sawolver as he takes a step forward, looks at you, Hearth. I'm coming for you, he says. No, actually, he'll say that to Pendrar. And the Cult Fanatic, who is in a very, very bad state between the two of you, he will use, given that Talius is already blinded, he will command you, Nautilus, to flee. Run, he'll say.
That's a wisdom?
Yes.
I say no.
As your body starts moving a little bit to the back, he sees that and he believes his magic worked, and he will try to move away. That means he can get an opportunity attack from you because you can control your body.
Alrighty.
You can have at him. And he is down as he believes that his magic is taking hold. He tries to step away and poof, back. You hear as your warhammer cracks his skull on the back. Valen.
Okay. I'm going to go warp right back over there. And I'm gonna go for the same green mist blade again.
Okay.
And
I assume if you wish to expend a little bit more movement, you can go like either there and get advantage, or either here. So yeah, you can go here and have advantage on the
okay,
attack.
I didn't actually have any more movement left, so I would love to have done that, but that was exactly my movement.
I see.
But stab! 17 to hit.
17 hits.
And that's, let me hit the D8.
Don't hit the D8. He's immune to fire damage. So he's a fiend after all.
Oh, well. And then...
As you appear and instantly stab your spear, he will look at you and pick it up from the wound. And then, what do you want to do?
I'm actually going to do Healing Light on Madeline. For 3d6.
Whoa! Killing Light coming in the clutch. As Valen's attack will not hit, he looks to his left, sees Madeline, closes his eyes, and channels his divine energy to regenerate Madeline from her wounds.
And that's it.
See. She will look towards you, Valen. She will say thanks, as with newfound strength, she goes on the other side, drops down her scimitar, picks up her glaive, and performs an array of strikes. And Madeline, where is glaive ram?
She feels a lot better.
Glaive. But he does have resistance to all this. This is a lot more damage this way. So that's at 18, 24. That is 12 points of damage.
But she correctly intuited that now she was a more resilient meat wall. Good going, Madeline.
So strikes 1, 2, 3 against the fiend Talios.
He can't see or hear anything.
Yeah, I can't see anything. What can I do?
You cannot. You can take a hold action. Oh wait, you're not.
Can he make a save?
He's invisible.
Does he get a save?
He makes a save at the end of his turn. At the end of his turn,
well,
he makes
that's
a
my
save.
turn then.
Hold your action. Hold your action, then make your turn.
If you see something to do something, like move or attack, depends on what you want to do.
I guess I'd probably hold my action and attack, because I mean I don't know what's coming at me. I don't know if anything will come at me. As Talia.
Okay, with a spell or with a blade?
With a blade. I don't have many spells. I'll go with the blade.
Okay, so roll me a con save.
Okay.
I believe this does not make it. Let me check. Yeah, his DC is higher than that.
I'm just going to quickly yell to Sir Wanver, "It's a demon!"
It's a devil. Actually,
I don't know that.
Okay. Hoth just automatically corrects and say, Blackthorn's a devil.
How do you know this?
Plane of Fire has a lot of libraries, believe it or not.
An interesting conversation, Sir Gunvar says, as he's wrestling against the beast. He will not again manage to grapple Blackthorn as he attempts fail.
Maybe
once more.
maybe we'd be better off if he was on the bad guy side, because he kind of sucks.
Not unless.
I'm going to drop the fog as a free action, I guess. And I am going to, like, at this point, with how like Nathan was treating like his family, Nautilus is just like blindly mad. Like, and I will say, I will purposely like slam my shield, my hammer. Is this what the new water is supposed to be? A coward who hides behind a fiend.
Yeah, get him.
And I will try to goad the guy, or I'm not goad, but I don't know if it's intimidation or
either an intimidation or a deception. I believe it's more like intimidation in the sense of a taunt, so I would suggest an intimidation.
already. Yeah.
Aww.
Can I use that? Can I use that with that?
Yeah, you can use that. You can use that. I'm okay with that.
All right.
Go for it.
I'm gonna re-roll the intimidation.
With inspiration, go.
Come on. Hey, that's more like it.
Let me make a check against that with Womba. He's good in general,
Yes.
but not that good. So yeah, he will be coming for you. So watch out, I guess.
And I mean that's my action, right? So I can't like take
Yes.
the dodge action. Yeah. So
No. You can take a
I'll
bonus
just-
action as well.
I'll look. I mean, I don't know how Talius is going to come out of that, but I'm just gonna like open my at like an open stance, like, come on, show me what you're worth. I'm not gonna go near Talius. Just not to incur that route.
Word of warning, I would 100% just hit you anyway. Stay in character.
Let's see how Pendrad is faring. Nope, not again. And Nathan will appear. You know what? Given that this was a cool moment, I will not come invisible. He will not come invisible at you, but he will come for you as he steps away from the shadows and appears in his true form. He looks at you. Oh, you have no idea how long I've waited for this man to fall from the pedestal of the heroes of the hero that he has been made of. But creatures like you will never understand as he approaches you, and he will try and make an attack against you. 2 attacks, because why not? He can do 2. So
Slap
with
fight.
fear.
Missed.
Nice.
So as he comes towards you, he tries to attack you twice. You empty-handed, you parry the first attack with your gauntlet. The second one, you use the back of your armor to prevent the a fatal wound. As Nathan will move up to here. Hearth.
Okay, moving over here. And here's my last second level spell slot. Looking over to Blackthorn. You can come to this thing as many times as you want, Devil. Come after me as much as you want. You will never succeed.
That is a good roll. Roll me the damage. That's a bit on the low side, but still 16 points of damage. He will use his last charge of the Sigil of the Dark Warden to blast you with fire damage. Even if it works, you still up, but make me a dex save. You suffer 6 points of fire damage as it blasts underneath you, and he looks pissed. You have movement. Alright, if you wish.
Well, if he's gonna come after me instead of Pendra, 20, 25, 30. Let's see how well that taunt and attack worked. That will be my turn.
Okay. He will. Oh wait, he's between so many people.
That's
I forgot
okay.
that
He can
has
do
like-
it. Yeah, I saw him move. You
It's
took
like
your
a super
you took your hand off the
Saw him
piece.
move.
Like
I
I
definitely
got
saw him
so
move.
caught up in the moment, I forgot everything around you. Like there are people here. Hello. So let's go with that. So instead of making all those 3 melee attacks, he will use 2 of them to try and shove Valen and Madeline away from him. So that is for Valen and that is for Madeline. I don't know if it's any gonna work, but Valen, make me either an acrobatics or an athletics. Madeline is staying put. Valen, you gotta beat a 7. Yep, you beat a 7. As he tries to shove you both, he will take a step forward. So Valen, you can make an attack of opportunity. 14 will not hit, so that means he will take a second and a third step forward. Madeline can make now an attack of opportunity. Madeline will hit. She has not advantage, but still, it is a hit. As Darkthorn drops on all fours and runs towards you, Hearth, and with his final attack, he will make his tail attack.
Oh, nice. Okay.
But he will miss as he jumps, as he tries to shove both of them away. He dashes forward. Both Madeline and Valen cross their glaive and spear as they try to strike down the fiend. He ducks down as he falls into 4 feet to avoid the attack, and as he comes near Hearth, he spins around, trying to slam him with his tail. Hearth, you evaded the last second. Valen, your turn.
I'm gonna Frizzapple the demon, devil, fiend thing. Frizzapple! Crit.
What the?
Pizzapple indeed.
17 magical.
Let's go.
Poor demons, guys. What happened to me? Oh, I got Vizapple.
Didn't you?
Just sitting in
Didn't
her
you
eye.
used to attack with a spear or something?
And did it hurt him? Is he down?
Obviously, he's not down.
Okay, second Frizzapple. Pazzow!
And how you want to do this? I guess.
Yes.
As the devil rushes towards Hearth, suddenly a bright light comes from behind him, zapping him through the chest and then blasting. His skull lights up, his eyes light up. He suddenly becomes a radiant being before exploding into vapors.
He explodes. You can still hear echo his tongue, an infernal tongue. Though you do not understand what he says, this foul language can be heard. Madeline takes a quick look towards Pendra. Oh wait, Valen, you still have a little bit of
Yep.
movement if you want to do something with that.
Voop! 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh god. Oh, wait a minute. Yep, 25, 30. I'll just stop there and hope that Talius doesn't hit me.
Can't promise much.
I don't know that you're blinded and deafened, so I don't know that, but...
Strike him, Talius. Madeline takes a quick look towards Pendra, and she will move inside the arcane gate as well as she moves closer and closer to Nathan, saying, "You're cornered, son of the Womber family." Talius.
Talius kills everyone.
I guess I kill everyone. I guess I am the antagonist now. I'll drop the attack and I will ready a Ray of Frost for whenever I see... I actually don't know who's alive at this stage, so whenever I see someone who's not on our team, I'll shoot at them.
Okay, so roll me that con save.
Yes. There we go.
Hey! Make me the strike. That hits also.
Perfect. 9 cold damage. I'll take it.
As Talius regains his eyesight, as he channels frozen rain in his hand, he regains his eyesight and instantly blasts, making a finger gun with his hand, striking against Nathan. She Wonver is gonna be coming as well. It's over, Nathan. End this. I beg you, he'll say. Nautilus.
I think at this point, Nautilus is gonna need someone to pull him off. Because Nautilus is gonna drop his shield. I'm gonna take the hammer in both hands, and I'm just gonna kind of like hit him with the. This isn't an attack. I'm gonna hit him with like the middle section of the hammer. Like I don't know how. And then I'm gonna try and grapple him with one hand and push his head into the fire in front.
Okay, so make me an athletics check, pretty much.
So it's athletics?
It is an athletics check. Let me roll for him.
Boom.
That is a pretty good one.
Damn. Oh!
So, instantly, Nautilus, you hit him in the chest with the wide side, with the pole of the Warhammer, get him out of breath, and instantly then pick up his head and slam it into the fire. He will be suffering 2d6 points of damage. You may roll that as well.
Okay. I'll roll 2d6.
Still pretty cool though, as you pick up his face and slam it. Ding! You can hear the sound as his face hits the other end of the brazier. And his face is engulfed. Ah! And Pendra will go ahead. You
well, I don't know if he's giving up, so I'd probably cast Shield of Faith on myself to bring back the AC I lost from the shield.
Okay. He will not be giving up. He's not that kind. But I see the point. Pendra will make one more con save. It will not make, as Nathan will say, no, never. And he will. Let's see. You're all having great HP, but let's do that.
I am grappling him though.
That is correct. So it is you that he will try to throw down. I'll say that his from striking him, his spear get thrown down onto the floor, so he's unarmed. So he'll instead will turn towards you and try to cast Inflict Wounds on you.
Oh.
Miss.
It will not hit. This was his last spell slot, and it was a powerful one. It was a 4th level spell slot.
That one
I didn't want to cast Blight because it wouldn't give you a chance to stop it, but that deck could actually kill you. See how much damage a 4th level Inflict Wounds can do. It wouldn't kill you, but it would be close to killing you.
It's like 6d10 or something.
As he tries with necrotic energies in his hand to grab you, Nautilus, you just use your elbow to strike down his arm, twist it around, as he yells in pain, hard.
Okay. Yelling out, that's enough, not less. He's already lost. Then, go over here. Control flames to put out that fire just so you can't burn his face again.
Okay, as Hart moves forward, waving his hands into the air, and poof, the fire snaps on this point. And Valen, you're next.
How healthy does this meanie look?
He's blooded. He's not in a good spot. He's doing poorly.
Okay, I'm gonna try to go. I'm not trying to kill him. I'm actually just trying to knock him out.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use my spear. Let me step forward. Sorry. Boink. And then spear. 19 to hit.
That is a hit.
Can I use my inspiration to reroll that? No, never mind.
Sadly, no.
And then I'm gonna chastise him squarely that he shouldn't be doing this and cavorting about with devils, and he should just stop. And then I'm going to look at Madeline and say, because she's going to make you stop if you don't voluntarily.
You're looking. Nautilus has a grip on him right now. I don't think you should be worried about Madeline. Oh.
That's how they roll on the Grace Mist Monastery. As Valen strikes again, Nathan, hitting through his armor, you can see how solid this bronze breastplate is. However, you manage to pierce through it as you strike him down. He uses his one hand now to cover up for the blood loss over there. As I don't want to take the spotlight with Madeline or do anything fancy, so being that she's not here, so she'll be giving an aid action to whoever is the next one.
Well, maybe she could do a restraint, like she could do a grapple to help Nautilus.
That can work as well, I guess. She can try a total of 2 times to throw him on the ground. So 2 athletics. Let me roll 2 acrobatics for this guy. See, he makes it twice as Madeline tries to shove Nathan to the ground, but he uses he picks up the spear and keeps it above his head to defend how he can. Talius.
Don't really know what to do here.
Go around behind him.
I guess I'll non-lethally hit him.
Okay.
I don't want to kill him.
Just
Okay.
stab the back of his knees.
I'll summon the rapier to my hand and just stabby stab.
19 hits. And you also have advantage because you are flanking him.
I'll do it twice just in case I get a crit. That'd be cool. Nah, okay. So it'd be both hit anyway.
How do you want to knock him unconscious?
I just take the rapier and flip it around to the hilt and just poke him in the back of the head. Nothing
like a club striking at him, and he drops down on the ground. So Warren runs towards there, shoving Madeline in the process, but not like an aggressive one. No, Nathan! He picks him up. He looks at the head injury. He sees that the head injury is not severe, and he turns back towards you both, and Nautilus, and says, "Thank you, Nautilus."
Nautilus might try to set him on fire again.
Well, am I still grappling him? Because I didn't he didn't escape the check.
He's still grappled. Yeah.
Oh, well, Nautilus is gonna carry him over to the side of the water then. Like he was gonna, unless, well.
Also, the knight is quote unquote grabbing him. He has him. He will try to resist if you try to do that. That's
do it. Strength contest for the throw.
Yeah.
Gonna drown him while he's like
yeah, you got it.
You never know.
See, it's legitimate now. You tried, and he stopped you. It's legit.
No! As he tried to put him from him, no, please, I beg you. He's my young brother. He doesn't know any better, he'll say.
Oh, he's unconscious now. Does that make the spell go away?
Spell? What spell?
Or the whatever?
Oh, no. If you read what it said, it is until this contract is destroyed.
Oh, jeez.
The scroll, until the scroll is destroyed.
Yep.
So Pendra will once again, in gruesome pain, will try to slowly move against the floor, crawl himself, as you can still hear the pain from the screams of pain coming from Pendra. Hearth.
going up right behind Nollis. I said that's enough. Do you want to become just as much a monster as he is?
I will remove initiatives at this point, so you can roleplay that at full strength.
I guess I would just let him go and.
I'd start fishing through his pockets for that scroll. I mean, would I actually know that that's how it works? I don't want to just go in and rip it if I didn't know how that works.
You still see Pendrad being in severe pain on the other end.
Yeah, but
You're going with a quick look with your rapier as you kind of put his cloth on the side. You see this scroll with the letters all igniting, flaming, blazing.
I'll take it up and just rip it in half.
And as you rip it all together, you can a faint scream can be heard. A wail of pain can be heard from the scroll. And later on, Pedro just deeply exhales.
My heart sank because I thought you were gonna say that was Pendra just like dropping dead.
No,
I was like, oh god, what have I done?
You broke another one of Pandra's Horcruxes.
That scared me so much. Oh.
You can still hear Pendra breathing heavily, but not in much pain as he was earlier on. Sir Womber will just pick up the body of Nathan, his spear lying on the ground. So he turns towards you. What is going to happen right now as the spell fizzles over there from Pendrad?
Ultimately, I'll go to whoever is in charge of the settlement. I do not think you'll have much a chance legally. Occultist activity and planning to murder the entire town.
Nathan, I guess I haven't known him for quite a while now. He looks at you, he looks at Pendrad. He envied the fame of that man. She was jealous of his reputation. Pendrad slowly is trying to move closer to you. It still will take some time for him.
Actually, on that, I'll run over to Pendra and start like kind of helping him over.
He will nod toward you as he thanks you for that. I assume if words get out on that member of the Womber family tried to do all that, as he points to the water, the rituals, all of that, to Cinderfall, then our family name will be done, disgraced forever.
That's the price you pay.
I am fine by paying that price for me and Nathan, but our father knows nothing of all this.
Maybe it does not have to get out.
You're the only ones that know the truth of what happened here, after all.
Pendrad starts approaching a little bit as well, but takes his time.
But
it is up to you what you wish to do with that.
Do we really know what's happened here? Do we really know the whole story?
As you say that, Pendrad approaches from the back and says, they tried to make a ritual to... You see this river down there? This... the water has turned red, similar to the river Styx on the Hellish Plains. They tried to form a connection, a ritual of some sorts, between that plague and this one. And using the plants that are known to be my legacy, they wanted to kill, or at least destroy most of Cinderfall. Whoever would die in that plane would suffer the same effect as the blade that Madeline yields. You can see Madeline wielding her Hellfire Sword.
So, the forces of the Nine Hells would gain a whole lot of new recruits.
Sir Wonver doesn't look at Pendrar, still holding on Nathan and looking on the scored face of his younger brother. You know this is though because of you. If it weren't for you, Cinderford would not be a target of the Dark Warden. Though the acts of my brother are disgraced and misplaced, it is your fault that this happened as well. He strips Nathan of his armor, leaving it to the ground because he is very, very heavy to carry, and picks Nathan on his back. I'm gonna go and put Nathan on his room. He will not go out of this. You decide what you want to do with the knowledge that you have from here.
If I might suggest, Sir Wanver, there's a monastery in the mountains. Maybe Nathan needs to get away for a little while.
I've heard the tales of the Monastery of the Green Mist. It is not known for nobles to pursue a monastic way, and I doubt solidarity will do any good for this man. I believe solitude, not solidarity. Sorry. I believe that now he needs to gather up his senses and then face the reality of his actions. But if you believe that the people of the monastery could help him, then by all means, I will personally vouch to get him there.
Because sometimes there's a spark of goodness, but sometimes it could become tarnished. And maybe someone else could help bring that back to strength. If not, I'm afraid his end will come sooner than he would like.
The knight nods towards you, and as he has already picked up Nathan, he slowly will be trying to go away. If you wish to say something to him before he goes away, this is the time to do so.
I will just look towards them and say, many people died today for what he wanted. He deserves far worse than what we're giving him.
Sir Wanver will just stand for a moment. He will not respond, realizing that there is truth to what you're saying, and he'll just continue, drifting off. As they both go away, you see this a breastplate in front of you that seems to be in a great shape. Out of character, it is a breastplate +1 and a mithril spear on the ground. As Valen is picking up on the spear, it seems very, very, very flexible, very soft, very light. You can easily wield it without much strength. As Madeline grabs the breastplate and admires how it is well crafted. Pendrar will say quickly, before more arrive, come, form a circle.
Form circle.
Let's get out of here, as he gets both of his hands out for grabs. I assume you all follow him.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we bring the
But I
puppies?
think that no puppies.
Charming.
No puppies. No puppies allowed. And as he does that, give me just a second to make it a proper transition.
Sneaky Bard went away.
Teleports. No!
Come back
No,
here,
that
Sneaky
wasn't
Bard.
supposed to happen. As he teleports all of you to a beach.
Uh-oh.
We did it.
Beach
we did
day.
it, boys. We got the
Beach
beach
episode coming up.
We did it.
I'll find an ambience
Where's the
for
girls,
this.
man?
goddamn
Where's the
thing.
girls?
No girls allowed. Only Madeline. Give me a second.
Because I looked one up and it was like 8 hours, so maybe try and find one
Ah.
that's shorter.
Just need like beach ambience, seagulls, and
Ah, I found one. Haha. And you can hear the waves crashing against the sand. Wow, those signals are huge. This is slightly more appropriate.
Next encounter is a big sea.
man, the big giant. I can't wait to fight the giant seagulls that someone summoned.
As Pendra takes you all over there, you look around and you recognize nothing. This sword is highly new to you. You look around and you do not recognize the landscape. None of you have been here before, as it is quite a magical place.
Do I recognize the water? Do I recognize like? Is there a sea? Like, is it?
With some time spending, you will be able, with some navigation checks, to find out where you are. But currently, no. Right at when we get there.
Tundra? Where exactly are we?
Far from trouble. You can see that Pendred is still a little bit in pain. This effect that the scroll has inflicted on him doesn't seem to have end entirely.
How are you holding up?
I don't know if this agony, this pain, will ever go away. But it's for the best. It is for the best.
With them, my friend. I'll say it will get better.
So,
How about the rest of you? You doing okay?
Oh, I could.
Madeline just stands there a little bit to the side, looking at the beach as she just removes her boots of the armor and just goes near the shore and stands for a second, looking skeptical. Given the nature of the group, I assume Talius and Nautilus will go closer to her for just a moment to see if she's holding up, if she's doing okay. Whereas Madeline will say, I'm doing all right, but when that fiend disappeared, said something in the infernal tongue towards the elf as he looks back and sees Pendra talking with Hearth and Palin. It said that Pendra would not get out of their deal. His soul would end up back to where it belongs. I don't know what kind of deal Pendra had with that fiend. As he just tries playing skip stones on the beach for a second, giving you some time to not use Madeline because I. Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think we would have heard of Alan.
Given that Valen has a passive perception of 16 now with his hand, though to be fair, it is more for looking rather than hearing. I'm okay. Like this is something that the whole party should hear. I just did it more like narration to the background. Like say Pendrod is a little bit further and Valen and Hart, you can hear Madeline saying those words. I'm not okay with that.
I think Nautilus would just be looking out to the water, kind of taking things in.
Nautilus,
about it.
you said some strong words about family back there. You doing all right there, blue guy?
Which one?
Well, when you have your entire family stripped away from you once, you tend not to have value to people who would break that bond. I was out of line, I understand.
I didn't say you were out of line. I want to make sure you're all right. I've never had my family stripped away from me. It doesn't sound pleasant.
It's not.
Although I hear that sisters can be a real pain.
Madeline chuckles without turning to look at Valen, but you can see a smile on her face.
If it's all the same to you, I don't want to go back to Cinderfall or anywhere near there for at least a while. I think I like this place.
I like these too, my friend. I'll throw my arms over Madeline and Nautilus. A little blue crew moment. Looking out.
Pendra starts slowly approaching towards all of you, still in pain. I suppose you might have a lot of questions, but take your time for yourselves. I'll be here in the back, he says.
Very well.
I sort of smile for a second, and I'm gonna whisper something to Talius. Do you want to throw Hearth in the water?
Honestly,
I'm already rocking away from the water.
Damn it. This is our best chance, Talius.
I think we have to go through with it. He's just gone.
no, he just
He
goes.
can't fly.
Yeah, he's up here now, just chilling on top of the thing over here. Yeah.
I'm just gonna dip my toes. I take off my boots and I'm kind of dipping my toes, but it's cold and I back up and then I dip my toe in it again. But it's cold and I back up and I dip my toe in it again. But it's cold and I back up.
I look at Talius and I go, settle for a different target then?
Very well. Go for a push.
Yeah, we're gonna try and push Valen into the water.
Watch out, guys! It's really cold. Ah!
I'll kick Nautilus in as well and jump in after.
So,
just lie on my back.
Blub 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 blah blub blub.
and then we're all laughing, but then he gets taken out by a current, and we never see Valen again.
No, I never met you.
I think Talius and Nautilus will be able to probably get him back because we have the swim speeds.
I'm still at 20 actually. I'm a tired boy.
Well, maybe we should not be tempting fate by being in the water. It's sometimes it's exhausting in here.
Nah, Talis is just lying back, letting the current just kind of washing back and forth.
I think. So what's the landscape like behind us, like out, like not towards the water, but is there like a forest or a jungle?
Behind you, it seems like a forest area. Less than, more like a forest, less than a jungle.
Hmm. If there was anyone I could. If there was
You
anyone I
seem to be on an island.
Oh.
Oh!
Wait, did we just get Did we just get to Dorito Island without even trying?
Oh, please. That'd be
Wait, that's a
amazing.
long way away.
I'd say we're north.
Well, I mean, Nautilus might be able to find out because I have access to. Well, it'd take a while, but
Yeah, spyglass too. You could look a
Yeah.
little bit further.
I can see if there's any ships on the horizon or Ukatoas on the horizon. Ukatoa. I think it would pretty much be like we would just. I think we're just staying on the beach, transitioning into long rest and waiting for Hearth to come back from the sky. It will always be an ever-present threat if we're near the watered Hearth. Never. Actually,
Never made that mistake.
Never. Well, technically, Hearth doesn't know what we've plotted yet, but he probably will stay away from the water regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to do a few persuasion checks to get him over near the shore.
Join us.
As everybody is partaking in all that, you can see Pendra that he's trying to gather wood, try to gather some supplies. Even though in pain, he seems to be there to tend for you, trying to find something for you.
We should
Well,
probably help.
yeah, we probably should try and gather some.
But I'll be honest, I really don't want to. I'm just gonna keep lying back.
Well, I'm pretty worse for wear. Well, not worse for wear, but I think Nautilus would probably set his hammer and shield down by like a rock somewhere, and try to help with what he can.
As you assist a little bit, Pendra will turn towards you saying, please, let me do that for you. For if it weren't for you...
Wow!
Damn you, birds! You're the worst kind of bird, you know that?
That would just be. No, I thought it was like more like along the lines of "Be my friend."
Yeah, probably.
And they just keep flying.
Where are we? Just chasing them.
Do you have any names?
But yeah, back to that, what I was saying, he will turn towards you and thank you for your assist today. I believe at the start I thought it wouldn't be necessary, but I stand corrected. And I'm glad that you were by my side again.
Same to you, Banjar. Although I may have been the one person in the group who doesn't know much about you. I'm thankful you were there for us in the past. We would not be here today if it wasn't for you.
And I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you, so... What I mean to say, you can see that he's kind of again lost for words. He's not much of a person that would again and again say, I think he has a certain pride, but this time he seems very apologetic, he seems very thankful, kind of pushing it over the limit a little bit.
Man, if he wasn't tired or like a grand hero, I'd be throwing him in the water in a minute. We'll see how long that lasts. I need to regain some health before I decide to mess with Pendra.
Probably later on, as Hearth goes into the forest, and he's probably in a certain mood. Let's not start a fire here. Let's not ignite everything. You find you find a coconut tree, and you bring some coconuts back. So later on, that as it is still, by all means, a night. You just sit around in the campfire, drinking some coconut milk or whatever you have on your backpacks, and relax. Take this win as your very own and lay back to whatever problems are on the horizon. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think Nautilus, probably Talius would have, or at least Nautilus would have, if Talius was too busy being lazy, would probably like ask for Valen's spear and went to go see if he could hunt some fish for food.
I'll probably join in. Actually, I have a trident on my back. It's a good throwing weapon.
I don't know if there'd be any, if there's any checks to see how successful we are with finding food, but
it would be nice to have a ranger belt now.
Yeah.
I mean, it is only for FP. Do not roll much. I'll say that you find enough food to feed yourselves, but not that much to be like full, fed up with all that.
It's just something to do. Pass the time.
oh, is anyone good with woodcarver's tools? I think we should just build a place here. I might never leave.
It is pretty nice.
But there's no libraries here.
Don't worry, Valen. If we were to decide to make this, a place where we could come back to, we could build a library.
You know, I was wondering, Hearth, how do you have a library if everything's on fire? How does that work?
There's a very, very good business for fireproofing things within the plane of fire.
Oh, I see. No, I don't. I don't get it.
It's really something you have to see for yourself.
That is so nice of you to invite me. Wow. Hearth, that's very nice of you.
That's how good an invite will actually be, considering I don't have a way back yet.
Oh, well, I have decided that I am going to become a master of moving stuff and stepping through portals and zapping places and zorping places. I'm gonna find a way. Speaking of which, Pendrar, this is a pretty mighty spell to get us here.
The newfound powers seem to be manipulating the weave to grant me teleportation powers.
Well, you absolutely have to teach me.
I cannot teach something that I don't fully understand. And as he says that, he looks up to the night sky. You can see up there is a red star in the distance that kind of pulses, similar to the way that the Heart of Darkness was pulsing.
Oh dear.
And he looks back towards you. You understand now what has happened.
Not at all.
I
Not even
do.
a little bit.
His expression fills with sad and pity, self-pity, shame as well. In the very end, the fiend's words might come to be true as well. I really hope that will not be the case.
You know, Pindrar, I might have someone that I can introduce you to. We can talk about it later.
I remember when you said that, it got my hopes up. But I fear legends of such creatures. They only appear to those that they believe are worthy. Their heart is, and their soul is kind, pure. My is definitely not now. I've done terrible things in order to do what I believe it was the right thing to do. And now I'm left wondering.
Well, trust me, it's all uphill from here. Or I guess it's all into the beach. Or my metaphors are confused. But it's going to be great, Pindrar.
There seems to be sadness on the eyes of the elven hero. He doesn't seem to be responding normally to all that. Says, thank you for your kind words. I really hope that you are not mistaken for putting your faith in me. Many have done so in the past. Speaking of which, you know much now about. I don't know if you figured it out by now, but I suppose there's no reason in hiding it. You understand how I became the known maid, the legendary fire maid of Cinderfall, correct?
Maybe it would be a good idea for you to just say things out loud, Pindrar.
After my town back in the northern Elven lands was tarnished, destroyed by dragons, I did not ever want to find myself powerless again. I sought out to anything that could grant me power, but I was no fool. I knew what those creatures want. So I found the messenger, an aspect, an envoy from the Dark Warden. He wanted my soul in exchange, but he would not have that. So instead, we worked out another deal. He told me of a destruction that would come to pass in 500 years from then. But if I were ever to do something about that destruction, he would take away my powers. I thought that this was a legit, not an evil deed. What do you think? It is not like I orchestrated the destruction that was to happen in Cinderfall. I would only benefit from gaining powers and using them to help that town. But it slowly kept eating away at me. I always believed that I could do something more for the people of Cinderfall. They revered me. They all think I was their hero, and I knew that they were faces that were just gonna go to dust if I kept down that path. So I broke my deal, and thus the magic was gone. You know the rest.
Suppose we do.
Nautilus says nothing and sort of just looks back out to the crashing waves.
No point dwelling in the past. Gotta keep moving forward.
My question is this. Once we all return back to Cinderfall, Are you going to tell them of this? These people have put much faith into a legendary figure that does not exist. I am not the man they believe they believe me to be. But tarnishing my legend will not be something good for the town of Cinderfall. The town has only grown because of my uh, deeds, because of my tasks.
Well, maybe it's time to become who they think you are.
You may think you're not a hero, Kendra. You still have time to prove yourself wrong. And I say you've taken good steps towards that.
I see. When you gave a second chance, and decided not to say anything about the Womba family, I got hopes that you might be willing to do the same for me.
In the end, your intentions may not have been pure. They were good enough in my eyes.
I can't say I wouldn't have done the same thing.
Okay. Thank you all for saying that. I need some rest. After that, I can return you back to Cinderfall, or wherever it is that you want to go to.
Hey, Nollis, did you ever take a look at that gem you got from back inside?
No, I haven't. Can
Maybe it's just a
I
regular gem?
guess, can I inspect it? I'm not sure if it'll,
You can make an arcana check to understand its powers. It seems to be of an enhancement, like enhancing your attributes. Yep.
Okay. Alright, I'll make an... Would that be helped by Valen, I guess?
I
I
believe
can.
Hearth has Arcana as well, and Pendra is probably knows a lot of magic. Let me see. I believe he has Arcana proficiency. Yeah, he actually has
Yeah.
+5. So as you pick up the gem, he says, "This is a stone of good luck. Though there is something creepy about where we found it, this will, in general, give you good luck. The stone of good luck, in general, is an attunement item that is out of character, obviously, that grants +1 to ability checks and to saving throws."
Ooh.
Hmm. That's all ability checks, right?
Yes.
Hmm. Well, what do you think? Talis, you seem to be the butt of a lot of these effects. Do you think you would benefit from it?
Well, I mean, if it's offered, I'll definitely take it. It would definitely help me get caught up in a lot of those spells very often.
Well, I see it not. It would probably work better for someone who is more in and out of combat.
Well,
Unless
okay,
anyone
then.
else thinks that it would work for them.
Path tends to stay near the back, not really in much danger. Be much better on a frontliner.
Hmm. Well, what do you think, Talius? Flip a gold for it if Madeline doesn't want it?
Sure. It's up to you, man.
I guess on even, it'll be Nautilus. Odd will be Talius.
It's all yours.
Right. Well, hopefully this doesn't have some sort of curse that leads me back to the Dark Warden, and I guess I'll attune to it.
To the gem.
Yes,
We're talking about.
I'll attune to the gem.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'll put it.
Can anyone else wear the breastplate? I'm assuming that.
I believe it's only you, Madeline, and Talius again that can gain the benefit of such an item. Madeline last time took the adamantine breastplate, or something adamantine something she got. I don't know if it was a chainmail, probably a chainmail.
Yeah.
But yeah, breastplate can be worn. I don't remember what's your dexterity novel. It's a medium armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would get your AC to 16 currently. Talius would get his AC to 17, and he would still be able to have step. Yeah.
Yeah.
For Talius and Madeline, it is pretty much the same item. So, yep.
What do you think, Talius? Would you look good in a bronze breastplate?
Well, I'm not entirely sure it's my style. I like to, be moving around. Don't want to get tired down. It could help for a little while, but, as my skills improve.
Well, me and Madeline are both wearing somewhat heavy armor, but
You can talk with that's out of character, but you can talk with Madeline if you wish to exchange, like trade them. So you can wear the heavy armor that you don't suffer crits, and see where's the +1 breastplate.
yeah. Well, how about we just keep it in the back? Keep it as a, whoever. It'd be more fair to decide when Madeline gets back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll just say we have it in our possession.
I assume the spear goes to Valen.
Please.
Yes. Oh yeah. That was obvious.
He has been grabbing it and grinding upon it for quite a while now.
It's so pretty.
I was wanting to say I'd offer my armor to Talius, but that would also get rid of his stealth. It wouldn't impede his movement, but I do have half plate if you're interested in it, Talius.
Nah, I'm good. Quite alright with me. I'll stick to what I got.
I'm gonna, I guess, like walk to the shore. Is it? I guess it's nighttime because we're like sort of middle of a long rest sort of thing.
Yeah, I'll say that it's the middle of the long rest. Let me make it a little bit more realistic by tinting it all black. Ta-da!
Ooh.
Can I? I'm gonna like walk a little ways down the beach, sort of just. I'm gonna put down my my holy symbol on this at the edge of this on the sand, not near the water, and I'm gonna like my dolphin prince holy symbol, and I'm gonna try and cast something just to see if I can. I'm just gonna try and cast like a cantrip. I'm not sure if that's.
It works. You can still use your spell. Shape water, I assume, something like that. As you
Well, I don't have that cantrip. That's hilarious, but I wish I did.
Ghast, I don't know, something like that.
Yeah. I use like Sacred Flame without the
Thaumaturgy,
water.
yeah. Thaumaturgy, probably something like that. Turn the color of the water a little bit to the red or
Yeah.
deep blue, something like that.
I guess I'd go back and pick it up. Place it back in on my person.
You can also roll me if you wish with a navigator's tools. You can roll me a check if you can find out where your pet match would be.
All right. Navigator's tools. That's with wisdom. Yeah. Perception, I assume. Yeah, wisdom. Proficiency.
Yep. Survival, pretty much.
And normal, I'm assuming.
Yep.
I have
I have no fucking idea where I am.
Could I help since I have proficiency with survival? I don't have navigator's tools, just survival.
Proficiency with navigator's tools, I would allow that, so sure.
I don't have it with
not
navigators.
Roll me
it's just
once
survival.
more. Yeah, with the survival, I misspoke.
Okay,
sorry. So
yeah,
no, not a loss. Roll me once again.
Alrighty. I'll do it again.
A 2.
Oh. Slightly better than last time. Wisdom. Proficient. Roll. 11.
Bit better.
You can understand that you're on the northern side of this area, probably on the frozen sea, from the stars and all your position. I cannot give you more than that. You understand that you're in an island a little bit northern from this area. Now, given that the story of Pender, you're probably either in... let me put you on the map so you can have a small idea where you are. You are in one of all those weird islands here.
Holy shit, we made a distance.
Yeah, oh god.
Hey, teleport works like that.
Yeah. I see an arrow island, I see a donut down
Hey, don't
there.
go naming them already.
I like Donut Island.
I haven't named them myself.
Don't worry, we'll have to... we got you. We'll name all of them some stupid names so when they get found.
But yeah, due to the nature of the water, you can understand that this is probably the frozen sea.
So not a pleasant swim for anybody who isn't a sea race.
Nope.
Well, I don't know if Pendrar is going to tell us where we are, but I figured I'd just give it a shot. We're somewhere on the northern side of Anareth on the coast. We are on the frozen sea, on an island.
Not too far then, huh? Well, I mean, obviously we're a good bit away from where we came from, but could be worth spot.
This is Pendrag will step in saying this is still considered to be part of the nation of Underearth. However, northern of here, it is not. The island up north from here is not a very friendly one. He points towards a direction indicating this one on the map, probably, meaning that you're here on this island.
Can't feel it.
I says, over the distance, this is the one of the few, if the not the only one, schools of necromancy that operate outside of the kingdom of Watham. It is a dire place. It is called the Isle of the Dead. He chuckles for a second. You would I assume you are thankful that I didn't get you there.
Yes, this is far more pleasant than that.
I've only heard rumors, though. Even if I wanted to get us all there, it could have mishapped.
Would have
This
I?
island here. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, would have I known anything? Because I did sail the sea for a while.
The Isle of the Dead is one of those places that sailors do never dock, for, given its grim reputation. So there are only certain merchant ships that go towards there, and it is a wasteland of an isle, desecrated. Desecrated is a wild word. Yeah.
Hmm. Well, it's good to know where we are, at least.
I myself would like to return for a little bit back to Cinderfall. Would Where would you like me to uh, teleport you? Would you like to join me back in Cinderfall, or are you planning on going somewhere else?
We may have to think about that till the morning.
Yes, we might have to work on that.
Take your time, he says as he steps back, giving you a moment for yourselves. Another moment for yourselves.
I could, providing we wait until morning, until at least a good portion of the morning, I can cast a spell that would help us find, or I can cast a spell that might allow us to get some information before we just set off for back to Cinderfell. Fall.
Well, I mean, all the help we could get, that could be pretty useful.
If we go back to Cinderfall, we could get this information directly. And I plan on trying to send a message to Nilavar. It's at least so that we don't have to make him teleport us twice. But I was just more looking into trying to find out where we want to go from here. Having a
Madeline will
teleportation
probably mention a destination that would be appropriate with the clues that she had about her sister. It is somewhere to start. If
Well, yeah, that's probably where I'd ask if we could either teleport there or get information about that place.
I mean, not much. Milvar already gave Madeline whatever information he had about where Madeline went. So north and side of Anarith would indicate many different ones. But Pendra will get you to a place that is helpful for me as well.
He'll get us right into the lap of Ranger that we're about to add to our party. We just, Pendra teleports us, and we all just fall out of the air into a pile on top of our new friend. Hello. Nice to meet you.
Well, that's one way to make an introduction.
You do have to keep in mind, I am hunting somebody's sister.
Who could it be?
Paths will cross.
I've got a sister? I didn't know I had a sister. Man, I've heard they're a real pain, though. I don't know if I want to meet her now.
It's a shame.
To be fair, I don't know if Nicholas has one either. It's been a lot of time.
Maybe Madeline will give me her sister.
Is that a good deal, Dallin?
Well,
Have myself a 3.
Ah!
A bit hectic at home.
Well, I don't know where home is for me, so I have to find that out myself.
You know what they say? Home is where the hearth is.
As everybody turns their eyes on fire.
I start up a fire and use control frames to give you all the middle finger.
Out of character, just so everybody's briefed on that, there isn't much more to the session aside for giving you a choice to a chance to relax on the beats episode, as it is called. So, if at any point you wish to resolute and conclude this part, feel free. Like the rest, the next part of this adventure is pretty much using teleportation. So Pendler can leave you at some spot to go hunt the madrigal.
And as a pointer, Madeline's not going to be here for next week either.
Yes, I know, no. We are gonna start with a question. You've got some information about her, and you're all more in line with her, and also introduced your cult.